we go now. Here 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 we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Make it clap.
Hello guys and welcome to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun and I'm Trooper here. With me is Phoenix and we are going to take you through the day number 3 of the South Asia Wildcard region finale, and already we've completed the 8 matches. 4 matches to go today. What are your expectations?
This is going to be the day for chaos, and you know what? That 1 second silence for the teams who are still trying their level best to, just want to situate in the first page of the leaderboard, because it's not all just come down to that one slot. It's all about the prize pool, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. It's all about the prize pool and the slot that we have to offer here. And how are these teams going to grab this opportunity is going to be something very exciting to watch out for. And let's quickly have a look at the tournament explanation, how these teams have reached over here. So we started in the semi-finale with 32 teams divided into 4 groups, and they fought hard, and then 13 teams qualified for the finale, with 3 were invited from the previous year's PMCO, and now they have this opportunity to contest for 4 days, 16 matches, and they're going to go ahead. And what are they contesting for? $29,200. That is a whooping prize pool, and it keeps on increasing, right?
Yeah.
It keeps on increasing. Maybe the next
After
year
every
PMCO
season.
might have a better prize pool.
You know what? Anything can happen, Trooper. And now the thing is, the underdogs, Trooper.
Yeah.
They are looking for this massive prize pool.
Well, certainly. And the prize pool, and it's a quick glance at the point structure where we see 15 for the chicken, 12 for the second. It's standard and 1 point per kill. But yes, coming back to the point that you were telling, the opportunity for the underdogs, because this is the place where some dreams are forged and some are shattered, right? And some of the teams are trying really hard over here. Like Victor Gaming, what an amazing day they had on the first day, but on the second day, they were sort of slipping out. So it's going to be very important day for them. How are they going to come back? The squad rosters, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to be playing here today are here in front of us. We've got Equinox here. Look at the team Equinox. The way they've started coming through to the semi-finales. They've placed themselves so beautifully on the overall standings. Now they have this chance to become part of the stars, because PMPL Season 4, the big guns are going to be there. NRC from Sri Lanka, they also have a really good chance over here. And look at these are the old guns, the big guns. Bear, Infinity, eSports, fighting already among these teams. These teams are going to have a wonderful opportunity today.
For sure, they already had one wonderful opportunity in the previous PMCO, but now they are up against these different teams. But look at that. These 3 invited teams, C9 eSports, Apes, Astra Academy, and amongst these 3, only C9, they were looking phenomenal.
Well, certainly, and they still are looking phenomenal. Look at their position, 110 points over there on the overall ranking. And look at 99 for Savage eSports. So they're chasing them, giving them a really tough fight over here. And they're also not a very popular name, Savage eSports, right? We just recently known about them. Let's see how they're even going to show up. They're old players, yes, they've got experience, but now they are turning that experience into real competition over here. And speaking of competition, look at Pain Gaming, look at Equinox, all here on the first page. Even Struggle, they've qualified through the PMCOs. They're now here, but amazing momentum for this team. And if imagine any of these teams can just go ahead and take that first position and take the PMPL slot, what an amazing day it can be for them.
You know, they are going to be quite happy with that as well as their fans. But look at that, Victor Gaming slipped down to the 12th position. 48 total points, secured 1 chicken dinner, but still on the second page of the overall ranking. This is going to be the third day, and they have 8 matches left. 4 for this day and 4 for tomorrow.
Well, very importantly said, 4 for tomorrow. But before that, the schedule, he's here. Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, Erangel, and these are the 4 matches for today. But just like you said, 4 for tomorrow. After these 8 matches, the dream is going to get shattered for 15 teams, and they have to go through the entire process once again. Right?
Yes.
You will have a little bit of a prize pool for you, but you're going to be out of this Fall Split 2021's challenges, right? You're going to be falling out of the ladder. And these 8 matches that you have right now, all these teams, so important 8 matches. The amount that you have grinded, you have practiced, you have gone through so many competitive matches, but now you are here. An opportunity for them to move up to the next ladder. What are they going to do different today is going to be something to watch out for. Otherwise, Seal9 might just run away with the slot.
You know what, as just Ruben mentioned, that difference, that X factor is required if you're just going to find yourself on the top of the leaderboard. But again, Seal9 with 110 points, they are looking pretty confident. They are still in a very, very, very good spot. But the question is, for how long?
But for how long and who is going to challenge them on the first place? Because whoever successfully removes them by the end of the day is going to have a really good chance. Because by the end of the 16th match, the team sitting on the first place is going to PMPL Season 4. That is for certain. And how are these teams, how seriously are they going to play these matches? How are they trying to change themselves? Because we know some big guns, right? Bay are here already, MAKPEN here already. All these teams are going to give nothing easily. And these are just 4 matches. It's not a lengthy tournament. If you just do not perform today, you're out of the fall split. Then you got to wait for the complete different season.
Okay, so Trooper, as you just mentioned, this is not a lengthy tournament. We know that in the first day of the in the regional finals, Victor Gaming, they were looking strong, but on the second day they just toppled down. And then one team got invited in the finals, and that is Apes.
Yep.
They were not looking that good on the first day, but on the second day, where they are on the 7th position, ladies and gentlemen, on the overall ranking. So their ante is high, and as well as their confidence. Let's see how they're going to perform today. 4 matches for the day.
Very important. The confidence is going to be the key over here, because they've just performed beautifully on the day number 2, and they would like to carry the momentum in day number 3 as well. But they did not perform on the first day, because a lot of experienced teams, they just want to test the waters on the first day, right? But coming back to the point, it's not a lengthy tournament now. Now you got to deliver. This is the point when you cannot make silly mistakes. This is not the stage. And even then, we might just see 2 of the teams playing with 3-man team. That is one of the biggest heartbreaks for me, that at this stage, such a whooping prize pool to play, but you are still not managing to get all the 4 players. I'm talking about Victor, I'm talking about Pain Gaming and NAIKON. Yes, let's see if they're going to turn up as 4-man complete squads today, because if you miss out on this opportunity, you are missing out to play among the stars, like from the biggest names of the region, because you don't know, maybe after the PMPL, who knows what's next? No one knows that.
Nobody knows that, right, Rupa?
Well, and that is what really hypes me up. But now, we've got 4 matches today, all important. The penultimate day of the PMCO regional finale for the South Asia Wildcard region. All these 16 teams will get this 4 opportunities today to add on some points on their overall ranking. And the first Erangel is here, ladies and gentlemen, from the shores of Zaki towards Milta Power. That is the plain path. Shivansh, please take us through the flight path over here.
Severny, Georgepool, Northern City of the Georgepool, Rozhok School, Yasnaya, Stalber, Mansion, Lipovka Prison, Shelter, Milta Power, as well as Farm. These areas are still glidable, but the point is, Infinity eSports, we all know they just dropped down towards the western scattered compounds present towards the shelter area, right? And now the plain path is so perfect for their drop location.
Well, it
What are they going to
certainly
do?
is perfect. And look at this. All these teams are going to easily access their drop. And look at C9. They have not gone towards military base yet again. They've just taken up shelter towards that Georgia Pool Northern Apartments. And we've seen them go there regularly during the Season 3, right? So we know that they are familiar with how to rotate from that part of the map. And they can easily control any circle through that area because they have been rotating through that part. They've been practicing, grinding through that part for a big amount of time. And that really, really matters. And if it, at a big stage, you're going to change your drops, then you're not going to be working as skillfully on your hot locations, on your rotations. All those things are going to be new. And look at this circle just favoring Seal 9 once again. So they have the #1 position to start the day number 3. They also have their drop very close to the flight path, and they now also have the zone.
So now they are just gonna, look out for the same drop location. Basically, they're just gonna keep on looting on the northern side of the George Pool area. They're just gonna have a good hold of this particular area. Circle is also favoring them. Now, Victor Gaming on the other side, if I just want to talk about this team again, this is an underdog team, Trooper. And now they are on the second page of the overall ranking, right? The Circle is in the favor. However, two of their teammates are just present pretty close to the edge of the circle. But on the other side, Savage, they are also pretty close to the circle, and we all know this team is so good in those open fights. We saw that yesterday.
Well, certainly yesterday, the way they were controlling those open ridges around the area of Gatka, but we have a good different story. Star, bonus kill for them. Yes, with the shotgun, they're going to get it. And who are they hurting? DENO, who are already not having a pretty good run inside the tournament, but these bonus kills at the start of the match, that matter a lot, right? They're already playing 3-man team. They've made another team a 3-man team now. So they they're just hurting opponents, getting points for themselves, and we've seen what these players can do. Muzard is a very, very special player from this team, and he's been just that standout player that you'd need. But only and only if they could have just been a 4-man team, it could have been a completely different story for them on the overall standings as well. Have they got a second player down as well? Ooh. Can this be just their opportunity to get the second kill? And yes, they're just looking for it. Even Salty is nearby.
Yes.
He has a gun.
An AK.
He has an AK. Just run away.
Yes.
No. So this is what happens. This is what greed can do to you, right? Perfect example. And that is why I love esports. They could have just easily gone away with that one bonus point. They had already hurt DENO, but they were looking to hurt Fantastic. But what Salty does? I'm going to rub salt to your wounds. You're already a 3-man team. Now you are a duo. But they're coming back. They're not giving up. Okay. So Muzard is here now. Let's see. Oh, but the nade takes another one down. Fantastic. Now even he's angry. You got me down so early. Now Muzard, he's got a lot of responsibility to play with right now. The AKM 6X right on very close to his head. This can just be the elimination for NAIKON that they were not hoping to see this early in the game today.
Muzard, he has to be careful, hiding behind the buggy. Spots out one player,
And
but
goes
he
down.
will go down. DENO! That's how you're going to take a revenge.
Well, yes, that's how you take revenges. And look at that, 3 kills already inside the tally of DENO. This is the perfect kind of start for DENO. And I would only and only blame NAIKON for them. They greed just took them down over here. They had 1 kill. They could have easily gone for the loot. They could have played the rest of the match. They could have worked on some positioning points, and which was really, really important, right?
Yes.
But just for the hunt of that 1 extra kill, no.
As well as their greed, as well as the grenade. Yes. Fantastic, Worked out perfectly in the favor of DENO. Now they lost 1, secure 3, perfect trade. But the match is still on.
Well, the
You
match
still
is
have 14
still
teams
on,
left.
but for NAIKON, it's just a blast and a few dreams.
Shattering around.
Let's see, but 7 more matches for NAIKON already. So we were talking about the 50% stage coming. We were talking that the number of opportunities are going to decrease. So already for NAIKON, it's now just 7 more.
They're on the
matches.
second last.
But for these 15 teams, it's still 8 more, right? They can
Yes.
still change the things over here. You can get a very big game, change the momentum towards you. And this is what happens in big tournaments, right? You got to just know, you got to learn how to control your nerves. You got to deliver, because you've been practicing in the same map all in all, like for years now.
Yes.
And you've been using the same guns, you've been grinding daily, you know how the mechanics of the game work, right? And you're already an amazing player. That's why you're playing the PMCO for the regional finale, right?
Yes.
But can you just keep your nerves down, work on them, and deliver at a high stage, at a high pressure competitive game. That is what it all comes down to. And Pain also as a three-man team, they've been also remarkable. And even Demo, even like Mozart, Demo is just another player who's been doing the job of two players for his team alone.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Both of them, in fact, both of them. And you know what? They are playing so good with their respected teammates as well as their team. But now, if we talk about Pain Gaming, they have a Dacia. They usually dropped out at the Water City, and now they just still opted for the same drop location. Had good. They have pretty decent loot. Look at that Demo. If we talk about their his loadout, level 3 helmet trooper.
Well, yes, already he's got a level 3 helmet, but look at Opti, he's just got a level 2 helmet, but the backpack is level 3 already. Just 8 bandages that he's picked up, so that's something to watch out for. That is bag management, right? Some of the players, you will see them use 10 bandages, some of them you will see 24 even we saw yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But he's picked up 8 bandages at the start of the game, so that is bag management. He's just he knows that bandages do take up a lot of spaces, so he's just making sure to get that space for the ammo. He's making sure to get that space for the smokes. Yes, the utilities, the smokes, the grenades, the stun grenades that are being recently used so much in the mobile format. But all this, you got to practice, right? You got to grind. You got to know how much loot you need in the early game. Because in every single competitive game, you don't get that replenishments of the loot, right?
Yes.
That is the only reason. Otherwise, he could have picked up 10 first aids, right?
Yeah,
Why
for
8?
sure. Why 8?
Why 8? But the reason is he's picking up 8 because he knows that extra bit of a space can help him just adjust a bit of an extra nade, and we just saw what a nade can do.
You know what? That damage dished out by a grenade is amazing.
Yes.
And you know what? I usually prefer grenades in those close range, right? In close range fight, if you're just having a fight in those compounds, in the urban cities. But using a grenade in an open area, it's also a good point. Because if you have an idea, at least if you have an idea, if my opponent is just behind that rock, if you know how to control the trajectory, if you know how to toss it perfectly, then you will find the result.
Well, certainly. That's a very important utility in the game, in the mechanics, right? And we have seen even yesterday, a lot of players Yes. They've just been so amazing with those utilities, getting so much amazing results for themselves and wiping out entire squads, like multiple players with single nades.
Single nades. I still remember that. Like, we got really pumped up after that one grenade. 3 player got fall down. That was amazing. And you know what? Again, that's the same thing, right? 3 players from a single team, so close to each other, inside that one shack, one grenade was enough to end their story.
Exactly. It really matters a lot how are you using up those utilities. And as we come to the all-important second circle, ladies and gentlemen, we already got a team wiped and just 1 player lost. So all these teams know the importance of carrying all the 4 players towards the final circle. And C9, look at where they are. Still stationed just outside the Georgia Pool Northern City. They have not moved a lot away because the circle has clearly given them this, what do you say?
Yeah.
What would be the right word? This leisure. To not rotate a lot and just hold on to the center pretty close to it quite early in the game. It's going to be very important for them. DENO, on the other hand, they've lost a player, but they've got, they've got some return gifts over here from the gods. Okay, you lost a player. Now take this airdrop.
Look at that.
But
East again.
Oh, he's just fell down from his vehicle.
Yeah.
And now smoke's being deployed towards that airdrop over there, and they're going to easily loot it up.
They got a pretty decent gun, AUG.
AUG,
Like, why it's a decent gun. Again, players usually prefer M416 on AUG. Again, it all comes down to that recoil pattern as well as how you're comfortable with that gun. But again, it's a good option if you have a Scarrel. But look at that. Savage eSports just trying to rotate from the same vicinity. Victor Gaming and Holding just trying to rotate from the same area. Victor Gaming, we're holding Hypes just got pinched down behind that one tree. And this is not the way Savage eSports ever expected that they are just going to stuck in this type of situation. Now Hype, look at that trooper. Hype just going to pop out one smoke, received a lot of damage. He's now barely surviving with just 20. And he got knocked out by Warzone. This player is so good with his flank angles.
Well, he certainly is, and he's looking so amazing over here. And this is Victor Gaming yet again taking a fight during the mid game. The good thing is they're not committing everything, and they're not just slamming and just taking it from the distance, and where they have been getting some good results at during the first day. So they've just figured it out. It's very important for any player to figure out, any team to figure out what is working for them. And they were slamming in compounds yesterday, which was clearly not working. Now the change in strategy, the difference that we were talking, how these teams would change. It's not just about how you can stop the other team. It's also about how you can improve, and the mistakes that you have been doing, how you can minimize them, and that is going to really, really help you as your journey in the PMCO goes ahead. So all these teams have got to be really, really cautious. And now they've already hurt Savage, a team that was inside the top 2 position. It's time for Seed Line. And this is what you can do, right? Control areas where you know that the good opponents would be holding up. And look at this. This is a 3-way fight going now. Amra in a split situation finds Hershey from Savage Esports, hurts him and burns him down for a point over here.
You know what? Without overexposing him, he still secured a kill. That's how you're going to use those utilities perfectly. So now C-Line Esports being more conscious, securing a lot of kills, as well as just being on the safer side. Now, this type of play style, I loved it.
Well, definitely, and look at that, because there were players in the backside on the landscape, right? They could have just easily taken those trade shots, and that is how you minimize the trades being taken upon you, by using the utilities perfectly. You've just done the knock, you know the position of the player because you shot him down. Just throw up volley perfectly, and how can you do that? By grinding regularly, right? So all these important things come into the equation, because we've seen like a lot of competitive players make this mistake, right?
Yes.
No one wants their kills to be stolen. No one. Everyone hates their kills to be stolen. So there's always a pressure after the knock to finish the kill. But in that process, you get traded.
Yes, and you know what? In that thought process, as I just mentioned, if you got traded, then it's like a double pressure on your teammates. First of all, they have to secure that kill, as well as they have to give a revive to you. They're forced to use some utilities, just like smokes, as well as they're forced to use those vehicles to make an extra cover. Now, that's not ever expected in a crucial fight, in a crucial stage, in fact, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3rd day for the regional final. Look at the circle where it just panned out to the southern side of the northern Georgia Pool City. Equinox on the other side, we can see they are engaging with the players of Apes. Spots down 1 player, present towards that broken castle.
Well, they certainly are, and these are really important points that you're making over here. But look at that, airdrop 2.
Oh, the meat grinder.
It comes in. 15 teams, 56 players still here. A little bit of an altercation towards that Georgia Pool side, but the shift to the circle is now very, very important. Because the river is still there, right? Even the northern parts of the rivers, they're going to be into the equation. And fantastic with yet another nade. Wow.
Look at that. This time it's a fight inside that one compound. And grenades are, again, it's a better option to utilize it perfectly.
Look at that. There are nades, there are mollies, there are smokes everywhere. And Opex just trying to fight. Remember Toxin, what he pulled off yesterday, an amazing one before at the PMCO regional finales, and that is the kind of confidence that you can sort of transfer to your teammates as well. Elion, he's knocked right now. He's just trusting his teammate that Toxin would be here, and he arrives. The revive is going to be held now. But Moray, fantastic, salty. We've got a different story to write, and fantastic is on top of that house. And I don't think Hunter has an idea about that.
But fantastic missed a lot of shots. He literally whipped a lot of shots off this up, and that's not a good thing. It was a 3v3 situation, but now it all comes down to a 4v3 in favor of Opex. Now fantastic still on the top. Salty just providing a lot of cover from that ridge, and that's amazing because Moray, he's just outside the compound. He's just looking up 1 grenade. Fantastic again. Bursting down this vehicle. Toxin spots out Moray, firing some random shots. Now just retreat and reposition himself again. Good. Now look at that. They're out of those utilities. At this moment, that utilities could have knocked out 2 players.
Well, yes. Well, yes. And that is going to be very crucial for them in the fight. The smokes are going to just 30 seconds maximum. Unknown and Toxin. They've got this opportunity. They've revived the player. They've done the good work. But the problem is, they're still ingrained inside this compound. They got to move out. Fantastic on top of it. Salty on the flank. Moray realizes there's no point getting close. He might just knocked over here. So he just also moves on the back lines. That is going to be added pressure, because now they're going to just realize 2 footsteps and they know they have not knocked the 3rd player. Where has he gone? random nades being thrown, and look at that Godzilla. Yes, amazing.
He's just jumping like, yeah, I'm happy you're gonna knock out one player, but no.
But the next shift to the circle is here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a little bit of an Everest Heights to play with, and that is MAKPEN. They would be looking to control it. And Savage Esports are losing players to the play zone. No, Savage, just get in there and have a good fight, because the Ruins is going to give you a lot of shelter to play with. It really does. All those ridges, the church over there. The terrain is so fit for all these teams to get a good cover for themselves. And just outside the circle towards the southern side, we have got DENO, who have locked up Opex inside a house.
Certainly, look at that, fantastic, just bursting down every single vehicle. He can be shot out, and now fantastic. He has a pretty decent loadout. Another grenade being tossed in towards his side. He's pretty safe. He's just on a good position. But Unknown might knock out Salty. And yep, he did that. Found an opening. Now it's a 4v2 situation. Monet forced to engage in this fight. So fantastic. He just dropped down switch to his car and unable to dish out some more damage. He will fall down to its only survive. It's only come down to that one single player, and that is DENO More. And he will go down too.
Oh, so both the Maldives teams, this was the El Clasico from Maldives, and Opex have come on top over here, not losing a single player, and they've eliminated DENO. They take down 3 players from DENO, and they've really hurt them at a very bad time. Now MAKPEN, they were holding these higher grounds on the Everest that is inside the circle, but Bear they're also interested towards this part, and they're also moving in now. So we've got the situation between MAKPEN and Bear. These are the big boys, these are the big guns of the lobby right now, and they're going up against each other. Who's going to get on top? That's going to be something, because they're clearly fighting for some altitude advantage over here.
For sure, on the different side, look at that. MAKPEN and Leisure pins it down. The players of Victor Gaming. Warzone on the other side. He's on the domination. Secure 3. A nade being tossed into the side of MAKPEN, and they received a lot of damage. NRC, they can do a lot of job, because Warzone, he's the only and lone survivor from the side of Victor Gaming. He has to revive his 3 knocked out teammates. NRC, this is your opportunity. If they decide that they're going to rush in towards that one compound, they could have secured 4 kills, but no, that's not the case. NRC backing off Victor Gaming bought a lot of time so that they can revive their every single player.
I just couldn't figure out why they just went back. They have a position inside the circle. They already have. You don't need your vehicles so much now, so stay. You're already inside the circle. You need kills right now. You got 2 players down. You've allowed them to regroup. Ooh.
Now every single player is back to on his feet.
Yes, they're on their feet once again. It's going to be a really nightmare of a situation if now Victor Gaming can wipe down the 2 players. Because NRC had a 2v2 situation for them. They've just not pressed the pedal hard enough.
It was a 1v2 in fact.
Yes.
Warzone.
But now, Infinity Esports, this is also a team trying to make a comeback. Apes in front of them. And we have seen White play under the banner of Apes earlier, right?
Yeah.
So look at what they're fighting for. A slot in the PMPL. Even the Apes who are there with the likes of Sanchir and White during the PMPL Season 3. Are the Apes going to be part of PMPL Season 4? Or is it going to be White once again with Infinity Esports at Savage Esports fall down early in the first game of the 3rd day? They've been eliminated, and Astra Academy and Seal9 are going up against each other as well. A very important phase in the map where Erangel, in this map of Erangel, the Ruins area are now outside the circle, and all these teams have got to move a little bit outside towards Ruins. Those are open spaces, no significant cover for the teams to play. And Bear and MAKPEN still fighting outside the circle for these heights. It's not significant anymore, and that's why you can see MAKPEN, they're just looking to retreat, going for their vehicles. But Bear realized this is the opportunity for them to grab on some kills, and that is why they're just pressing the pedal. Illusio is down over here. Arimun just running in quickly over there, and Marvel is already knocked. He's been traded, and there's going to be a revive necessary for him. Zyrox takes down Illusio over there, and the revive is also going to be given by Zyrox. But MAKPEN clearly retreating from the fight.
Infinity Esports, they left that broken castle of Ruins. Now they got pinched down by the players of Equinox, who had good hold of those ridges as well as those strengths. Now they are punishing the players of Infinity Esports. Secure 4 kills, Trooper. This is so good for Equinox. We were reading out for this team because they have a good chance. They are the underdog, but look at that. Pilsing just moving towards the players of Opex. That one grenade from the side of... Oh my goodness. Way more better. Pilsang knocked out Allen.
They've just arrived here, right? But they were
Yeah.
holding the higher ground, so they have an idea that there are teams inside the compound. That is why they want to take control of the ridges. And now, Valeska from MAKPEN, he's just looking so good already with his teammates. Spellzang is down, he has a responsibility. But where are the smoke? You're holding a revive in the open. Ooh, that's a very risky move. That's a very risky move. Considering the fact so many enemies, 12 teams inside this fifth circle, and a revive being executed out in the open. Astra Academy on one side, they are trying to get some kills as SDMZ fall out. They were a team that were looking really consistent tomorrow. They are not able to carry the momentum on the third day. That might just hurt them. And Bear on this side are trying to pin down Astra Academy. Anka on your screen onto that tree trunk right now with that smoked up space. That's a very difficult spot as Refuse is just bleeding out behind him. And look at where the two players from NRC are right now. They're not looking in a very good spot to me because just the two lads, they've got that one vehicle to play with and they would be looking to rotate, and they're just playing with this man disadvantage situation with Victor Gaming next to them. What's going to happen? But now shots coming in from Marvel. The Scarl 6-6 taking random shots inside that smoke. Let's see if the utility is going to come into the equation. But on the other side, Marvel just using the smokes brilliantly and now closing in out in the open with that Scarl 6-6. They're flying pressure. He might just blast the vehicle as well as MAKPEN take an exit from the game, and the vehicle has been blasted and Anka goes down. That is the end for Astra Academy as well.
Only 9 teams left in the lobby, and Amar just takes down Warzone by bursting down his vehicle. And now Victor Gaming just brought down to only 3 players. NRC versus Victor Gaming. This match is still going on. This fight is still going on between these two teams. Beer on the other side lost 1 player, secure 3 kills. They are inside the circle. They are waiting for the teams, and they are gatekeeping for NRC and Victor Gaming, Trooper.
Well, they are. Victor Gaming, let's see. They've got the shift of the circle. They really badly needed this after a bad day too, right? And C9, who had the shift of the circle since the start, are down to 2 players. They're on top. They got a good lead over you. Victor Gaming, if you want to come back for that first slot, for that PMPL slot, this is the moment. This is the Erangel game that you can turn into a big game because you already got 3 players standing with 4 kills in your tally. Even Equinox, right?
Yeah.
4 players for them with 4 kills already. It's a wonderful chance, and Apes are looking so good, carrying the momentum into the next day as well. Look at them. They're taking on Bear right now. And oh, he just misses that right over. Rob goes down. Not looking good for Apes anymore. Kerne, he's just in front of him, and this is Sanhok going mad.
What?
And taking many shots at the close range, but he goes down with a nade from the distance. Who took them out? Who took them out? Equinox took them out, and they're just now moving in for the loot.
And what was that? Equinox, 1 player got knocked out by that explosion and 1 player got eliminated. He's just brought down to on his knees and he will go down for sure. This is so chaotic, and it is Opex, Toxin and
That
Struggle
nade
stepping
came in
up.
from C-Line. That nade came in from C-Line over there. What a moment for the utility usage. We were talking a lot about utilities, right? And what a moment it was. But now on a different side, Victor Gaming is using utilities against a different team as well. And what are they doing? They've got 6 kills already for themselves. And from one side, we've got this one underdog team, Equinox, rising to the occasion. And on the other end, we have got Victor Gaming. And among both these teams, this 3-man team, Pain Gaming, is also still standing. So the underdogs rising from the region. Oh, what a sight over there. Damage.
Blown in perfectly, and that's how you're going to utilize your utilities. Off the eSports down 1 player. Dio came from Equinox. He just out a lot of damage. Dio is surviving on just 5. Struggle takes the exit at the 6th. We have top 5 teams in this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. This is going so heated up because now teams are utilizing those utilities perfectly. Another grenade from the side of Demo. Dished out a lot of damage onto damage, and now he's just barely surviving on just 52 players charging towards him, hiding behind the Dacia. But for how long? Because he has a lot of job, but Minoris provided a lot of cover.
Excellent cover coming in, and now it's Damage's work to get that point in his tally. He tries to complete the play, but Miracle is just about the corner. He's got to be very, very cautious. He's just coming out of the cover again and again, and he's getting spotted. And Miracle unable to hold revive to his teammate. And now look at that. He's listening to the sound cue so beautifully. He realized Miracle just went away over there. And among all this, Seal line go down. So all the 4 underdogs that we keep talking about, they are here inside the final circle on the first match of the day number 3, trying to change their destiny inside the final circle. We've got 3 players from Victor Gaming. They've got the man advantage situation. It was not a very good day number 2 for them, but they can certainly change things in a very good shape over here.
But Trooper, 9 kills being secured by Victor Gaming and still counting. Victor Gaming, but Norris on top of that roof provided a perfect, decent cover. But now Equinox, they have their chance. Just surviving on 2 minutes short. So as NRC, Miracle, it received a lot of damage off that grenade, but now he's just again back on to 90% HP. He has to move inside the circle. Then Norris just gonna try his level best so that he can pin down every single player. But now it's a silence. It's a silence before the storm.
It really is, but I'm really impressed with NRC.
Yeah.
They retreated at a point, right? They could have pinned down Victor Gaming,
Against
but
Victor.
but they made it to the final circle and now taken down Finalists. They've got a genuine chance here to take this chicken dinner for themselves. On one side, we've got Equinox trying to press the pedal from the northern edges, and NRC, Amadi, you're just moving in the wrong directions, my friend. But let's see, the curve of the land is just supporting him a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's just falling for that trap. Equinox might just get a chance on him because he's more concentrated towards the sides where Victor Gaming are. He's just getting tunnel visioned over here. And that's a good move. Look at that. The call from Susti maybe. They're just moving a little bit towards the right-hand side. Now they're looking in a decent spot. They've got a tree as a cover to play with. Let's see.
Yep.
The lull before the storm. Bolin has been spotted though.
Yes, but look at that, DOK. Oh, okay.
And we know always, right? The most
Yeah.
utilities used is DOK.
DOK.
So he manages the back perfectly, right?
Okay, that's how he just has
Exactly.
that title in his backpack. But now there's a lot of pressure on this team as well as Victor Gaming, because Equinox, they were already in the first page of the leaderboard. They need this chicken dinner. So as Victor Gaming, Trooper.
Not just one, not just two, four underdog teams making it to the final circle. We were talking a lot about nerves, right?
Yeah.
That comes with experience, but this is new blood making it to the final circle. So that is showing you character from the region entire whole.
Oh!
And the nade coming in from
DOK.
DOK. He's not just carrying, he's just making sure to use the utilities to the team's advantage over here. And his skill has been stolen by Victor Gaming. Berlin stealing the skill inside the final circle. Adding
And he
important
logged one.
points for himself. Yes.
That was just between those 2 players. But Srushti is still there. His position hasn't been compromised yet. But Miracle from Pain Gaming, he's still surviving. I thought that he's just going to fight with the blue, but that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. Berlin, his position has been compromised. 1 grenade being launched in towards his side, and he's just barely surviving on 30, and that was again DOK.
Yes, again, DOK, look how good he is with the nades, right? The bounce on the nade perfectly, landing behind him, just a little bit of 1 or 2 meters ahead. But now Shusti has an idea. He has an idea. He's just closing in. Let's see.
Spots him out.
Shots are going to be taken away. Yeah, he does. And Berlin goes down. Eventually, Berlin goes down. And now
But DOK
Shusti just gave away his position. He's been taken off guard. And DOK finishes him as well. Equinox are owning this final circle right now. They're godlike.
How many grenades does DOK have? Like, can somebody please tell me? But Miracle, okay, he spots down airline. He's just waiting out for the second move. Okay, he's still waiting, but his position has been compromised. He's got taken down by the airline.
They've taken down Miracle as well. What are they doing? Just showing everyone how to play inside the final circles. Just closing in with the backlines. And just using the curve of the land beautifully. Victor Gaming, they're still here. But the advantage is towards the side of Equinox. The kind of confidence and momentum they're carrying inside the final circle, it's really, really remarkable. And this can just be the kind of final circle that can change their campaign entirely. A chicken dinner here is the perfect reward that they want. I just don't want to jinx it.
For sure. Same here, but again, it's a 4v3 situation. Oh, 3v2, apologies there, in favor of Victor. But 2 players sticking together, damage hiding inside that bush. This is so good.
They've got the man advantage, but the way Equinox have owned the circle inside the final
His
moment.
spot down his head.
Yeah, Minores has been spotted. Airline clearly has spotted him. Oh, he goes for Berlin. He goes for Berlin, but Minores, he was looking elsewhere. He could not realize, he could not notice the train. But now, that is pressure. That is pressure. And look at DOK. He's creating a flank angle for himself. Berlin now trying to move ahead. Trying to give him position. Taking the trade away. Berlin goes down. Minores. He's been taken down. 1v1 situation. Damage has spotted. He's on a very low speed. Shot being taken on the airline as well. And airline someone last time. Is he going to shoot at him? Yes, he connects one more bullet. He connects one more. And Victor Gaming, they connect the second ammo as well. And damage does it. The 1v1 does it. And Victor Gaming are going to go ahead with a 12-kill chicken dinner on this opening game of day number 3.
And look where they are, on the 7th position in the overall ranking, ladies and gentlemen. 27 kills being secured by this one. 27 total points of policies that were being secured by this one team. This out 1,566 damage, but that last fight again. If that's why the man advantage is necessary, Trooper, in the finals.
I jinxed the Equinox chicken dinner, right? I jinxed it.
Blame him, ladies and gentlemen. Blame him. All the fans.
But Victor Gaming were looking no bad at all, right? But Equinox, they were just owning it inside the final cycle. Look at that, 1,200 damage.
7 assists?
7 assists. When your team is like trying to make a comeback, get to that #1 position, this is intent coming in. This is character coming in. And they are playing an absolutely wonderful game of PUBG Mobile out here. Look at DOK over there. 4 kills for his team, 7 assists. What an amazing numbers to come on.
This type of support is required if you're just gonna, if you want to be in a very, very good spot. And that's why this team is in the regional finals of South Asia Wildcard PMCO Fall Split 2021, ladies and gentlemen. But the important part is Equinox, they also secured a lot of points.
Well, they did. And it's okay, you do not get the chicken dinner, but the momentum is there with them, right?
Yeah.
They're owning the final circles, and that is important for them. All important Miramar game upcoming. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm already hyped up about that, but before looking onto that game, we've got the top players. 1,200 damage for him for 4 kills. What an amazing player DOK is, but look at damage. He's also got 5 kills for his team, and DOK's teammate Airline, he was there with him inside the final circle. 545 damage with 3 kills for himself. Even Zyrox with an amazing game he was playing for his team. Very important. The old guns are also standing up.
Yes.
They were trying, but they are being shut down by the new blood.
But you know what? I'm so happy Zyrox and Warzone got featured in the top players, because look at that. 20 minutes for Warzone and 21 minutes for Zyrox. Other players have more than 27 minutes, but let's take a look at the match ranking, and we all know DOK secured the most utilities. Oh, no, it's Airline. But he has the highest assist. Again, got featured in the match summary.
Yes, he does feature in multiple columns, right? Look at
Yeah.
highest damage, maximum assist, Airline with the maximum utilities. So this time, he needed some bullets as well. So he just loaned a few utilities to his teammate and made excellent use of whatever utility he had, right?
Yeah.
And he was just so amazing over there. Arimun with 307-meter kill in this game, but Victor Gaming damage got the highest kills for his team. That was 5. And now it's time to look at the all-important match ranking for this game. And look at that. The underdogs rising up to the occasion, just making sure to shine at the very correct time inside this tournament. Victor Gaming getting 27, Equinox getting 21, Pain getting 14, NRC getting 12, and the big guns, they also get 10 points.
Yeah, they also get 10 points. We're not going to live them out. But
So the challenge, they're just raising the bar with every passing game,
Every
right?
single
Are you
game.
good enough?
are you good enough?
Cannot have an off day, Victor Gaming.
Yeah. But let's take a look at the second page of the match ranking, where we can find Infinity and Savage with 0 points in their back. Struggle, RGC, DENO, as well as MAKPEN on 9, 10, 11 points. But Trooper again, the question is, teams like NRC, Equinox,
Yes.
Victor Gaming, they are looking out for this match, and this is the perfect start for the day 3 for them.
Exactly. Even Apes were looking good, right?
Yes.
And that is such important for them. Even Struggle getting 5 points. So every team that is just that has made their way through the qualifiers is trying really hard over here. But now let us have a look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments for the game, where we're going to have a look at the highlights for this amazing Erangel game. It hasn't been a long time where in any region underdogs have risen up to the occasion inside a PMCO stage and just owned the stage. This is exactly what is happening inside the South Asia Wildcard.
But Trooper, again, we still have 3 games left, and I'm still looking out for the teams who just showcased the perfect performance today in the first match of the day. But Trooper, now I am still waiting for that overall ranking. Why? Because I just want to see that at which position C9 is, and 8, because they were on the 7 before this match. Now it's just being secured by that one team, and that is Victor Gaming.
Well, yes, it's Victor Gaming, and they're just amazing, right?
Yeah.
They got 4 bad matches, but they come back. They got 10
Odd number days.
Exactly. they get 10. Okay, yeah, it's odd number
Day
3. Day
one,
number
day
1
three.
is going to be good. Day number 3 is going to be good. Don't jinx their
We
day
are
number
not
4.
gonna
Okay,
jinx that.
okay, yes. So they need a very good day number 4 as well. But look at this. This is the final circle. And so amazing fights. NRC, they were so good. Shusti was there. But okay, the way he's just controlled the final circle, they're communicating really good.
Yeah.
They're very calm in their communication.
Yes, and you know what? Usually every single time, like we're just gonna mention this damage as well as the points, but that communication gap is the most important point in these competitive games, Rupa.
Exactly, it is, and there is looking decisiveness in the in the communication. I don't know if they're communicating very quietly or not, but they're communicating correctly, and that is the important thing for them. And Equinox, look at that, 2600, almost 2500 damage over there for Equinox, and just 9 kills to showcase. But Victor Gaming with just 1600 kills, they're just getting efficient damage for themselves, and 12 kills out there. So it's a very important game for both these two teams, because we know that they are very strong contenders for that #1 by the end of the game 16. So this is going to be sort of the pivotal moment inside the tournament. Can they just cement onto these performances is going to be something to watch out for.
For sure, it's going to be something to watch out for. But let's take a look at the overall ranking after the match 9. C-Line eSports still on the top, 120 in the backpack. Equinox on the 3-digit 103.
Well, yes, we've got the second Centurion already, but look at that. The difference is now for 17 points. So they're being consistent. They're constantly creating pressure, and they are the big guns. They know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So you just gotta get up and just touch the bar. Can you do it or not is going to be the thing. SDMZ falling out a little bit on 85. Struggle with 79. They're also not performing really good. They just got 5 points in this game. Let's see how they're going to come back in Miramar.
Yeah, but Victor Gaming, that's the only team who secured 2 chicken dinners, but on the 7th position. But still, this is a good sign, this is a decent sign. But if Pain Gaming just going to secure 1 chicken dinner in the next game with more than 10 kills, then they are also going to hit that Centurion mark.
Well, for Victor Gaming, no slam-ins in mid-game. Just
For
control,
sure.
yes, control your aggression in the mid game for 7 matches. You're good to go. But Apes, look at that. Even they're falling down. Even after getting 7 points in this game,
Yeah.
Apes are falling out of the first place. So that tells you how difficult the competition is. As the new teams, the new blood is rising. They are making pressure. Even Opex, they got out DENO out right quite early. But look at them. They are on the 10th position right now. 66, moving even far away from that #1 position with a red mark against their name.
But one question, Trooper.
Yeah.
From last day, Team Bay is still on the 11th position. From yesterday, like,
They're constant.
yeah, they're
They're consistent. They're consistent.
consistent.
But this is a
Again,
team
that's
that
not
missed
good.
out a PMPL slot with just
1 point.
And
Again.
getting an opportunity after 6 months. I wanted to see that they've got the name Bear, right? I wanted to see that appetite of a bear over there because they lost it by just 1 point, which is clearly missing right now. But we still got 7 more games, right? And we know the old gods, right? They can test the waters. They can just go for different strategies as well. So you never know when the Bear and the likes of MAKPEN, they're going to come back. Even Astra Academy and Apes, you can never say what they can come up with. And that is why it is very important for all these new teams like NRC, teams like Pain Gaming, to make sure that they maximize and capitalize on the opportunities that they're getting. But there are 3 more opportunities remaining in the day, ladies and gentlemen. But all that action on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun and we are really wooked up by an amazing Erangel game that we just witnessed over here. What are your expectations from the desert land?
Utilities and the runovers are going to be the MVP for this match. But again, if we're going to talk about this Miramar, it's going to be again the biggest map, the second map for the day. The underdogs, they already got a good start, as well as we can say a good boost for them to perform well in this one match. But let's see how this match is going to pan out, because in the previous match, despite of the fact C9 they got eliminated at the 5th or the 6th position, but still secure 10 points, and that is the most important. Double digits in one match. It's amazing.
Well, yes, you're already on the #1 position. You're getting decent performances. That is going to add pressure on the rest of the lobby, and that is clearly what C9 is being successfully able to do in the first game. But can they repeat that in Miramar is something to watch out for. And the other teams, the big guns, the new bloods, what are they going to do? How is MAKPEN Bay? How are they going to deal with the situation? And the new blood, Victor Gaming, the way they got the chicken in the last game, can they repeat those performances? A highly eastern tilt on the plane path over here. A lot of vacant spaces on the map of Miramar that you clearly cannot glide to. So a lot of rotations are going to be witnessed in the early half of the game as well. But in this sort of a flight path, it becomes really crucial where the circle is going to be, because sometimes if the circle is towards the eastern shore in these kind of a flight path, teams do not want to rotate and do not want to traverse highline. They just loot on secondary drop locations. And what does that bring in? Collisions, early fights. And in this stage of the tournament, that is something a lot of teams are looking to avoid, especially Victor Gaming. With a 27-pointer behind their back, they would want to maximize their performances in the Miramar game to cement themselves on the first page and even on towards the podium. But where is the circle going to go? Very crucial right now. All the 16 IGLs, they just got the eyes on the map. Let's see. Are they going to be early rotations?
Elazar, early fights.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Astra
Secondary drop locations right away coming into the equation. Astra Academy Apes. And this is a decent Eastern Shore is here inside the circle. So a lot of teams would just stay on that secondary drop location. Look at that. NRC, they have got the Tiara Bronca. That is something they don't go to. And we have got Victor Gaming in Cruise Duel. Okay, so that's a decent spot. They have been there during the semi-finalist stage as well. They know how to rotate from there. But look at that. Already almost 10 teams are finding themselves inside the first circle.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the best thing for those teams. But again, Victor Gaming, they're not inside the circle, so that early rotation is going to play an important role. And this fight is going to be important for Apes, because they just dropped down onto a second page of the leaderboard, and they are looking out for some points.
Well, certainly they are looking out for some points over here. And Astra Academy already here in Elazar. Let's see how they're going to deal with this, because in front of them they've got a really good challenge, and that is the Apes. Both these teams are invited inside the regional finale because of their past performances, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for them. Yes, he's connected those shots with that Winchester, and this is OG gun for me, right? An amazing gun. And it's a beauty in itself. But on a different part of the game, just outside San Martin, we've got Pain Gaming in a contest. So early contests coming into the equation, because these are just compounds, split compounds that are being looted up, and he knows that the jump is just around the corner, and he's just ready for it with the shotgun, Fool and Eddie, creating pressure, and the molly is there. Miracle goes out eventually to the Thompson, and this is casualties for Pain Gaming. They were looking so good in the last game, but the Pain Gaming are already down to a 2-0.
SDMZ Fool, in just on sheer pressure, he literally lobbed that molly on Lotus and just lobbed on towards him. But he still managed to knock out one player. But Trooper, we have 61 players there in the lobby, and we saw 2 early fights.
Well, we really did see 2 early fights over here in SDMZ. Already getting the bonus kill that they wanted over here. It's going to be really wonderful opportunity for them, because even after a bad Erangel, they're still finding themselves on a good spot, right? 85 points, if I recall correctly, inside the overall standings for them. They're not really far away. 85 and 124 scene line, right? That is 35 points, if my maths is correct. A big game. A big game. That is what SDMZ is trying, right? And it's certainly possible for them. Yeah, definitely possible for them, but all they got to do is get that big game. You still got 7 opportunities. Can you just cut down that lead that Seal9 has been slowly and gradually being developing on you? Because the storyline can change instantly, right?
Instantly, yes. I was about to talk about this. Now, you know what? SDMC, they eliminated one player of Pain Gaming. And this team is their first enemy because they are pretty close to each other in the overall ranking, Trooper.
Yes.
And if you're going to eliminate that one team which is just 1 point above you, then your chances of recovering back as well as moving up, climbing up the ladder are going to slightly improve.
Definitely. And as we've seen, right, the hashtag 1 position was changing with every passing game up till the match number 6, right? But only just the past 3 matches inside the tournament that Seal9 have stationed themselves and cemented themselves on the first page, right? Remember that very good performance coming after the Miramar in Sanhok, where they got that back-to-back 2 good matches, and then that was the point where Seal9 were featuring regularly on the first place, right? So it's just been a very, what do you call, a new throne for them. They can get overthrown quite easily. You just need 2 good matches back-to-back yourself. And Seal9, it's going to be a test of character for them once they get dethroned from the first position. But is the team good enough to give 2 good back-to-back matches today on the 3rd day? You cannot wait for the 4th day as well, right? Yeah. Anything can happen on the 4th. One grenade can end or shatter your entire dream. One vehicle blast can just shut you down, your entire team. So you cannot take the risk on the last day. This is the day when you can shape your dreams.
Yes.
Are you good enough to end up inside the top 3? Or why not even top 1 by the end of the day? Try for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's still going to be a little bit difficult because the way Seal9 is playing is looking so good. But again, the question is, they can easily do that. Some teams can easily do that. But as you just mentioned, don't wait for the last day, because last day it's all about your skills and how you're gonna, secure some final points for your journey. And it all comes down to
the nerves.
Yeah, and the nerves, and as well as it all comes down to how much amount of prize pool you need.
Or you can get.
Or you can get, again. Yeah, that's the thing. Because if we talk about in general, right? If we talk about in the finals days of every single tournament, it just all comes down to the top 5 teams. They are just fighting against each other. Which team is going to secure the first position, or which team just going to end up at the second position. It just all comes down to those 5 teams. If you want to get featured in the top 5 list, then you have to work today, and you're gonna find the result tomorrow.
And that is what competitive is all about, right?
Yeah.
Being better than your opponents. How good are you? Everyone cannot be a number 1, right? But you have to prove yourself how good you are in the region.
Yeah, and you know what? If the team is still thinking that they are on the top, you can easily dethrone them.
Exactly.
Because just focus on those rotations. Just look out the matches. Just focus on the drop locations, their style. If you're gonna just make some plans, just build up some plans, and just use them against them, then it's going to be a good choice for you.
Well, certainly. All these teams using up this opportunity. Well, let's see. So we've talked a lot about the new blood, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Apes. Let's talk about MAKPEN. Let's talk about Bear. These teams, they know what it is all about to be here, because they know the importance. They did not go through last time. Not Apes, they went through obviously, but MAKPEN, Bear, they know the importance of opportunities. And SDMZ getting yet another fight for themselves, and this is Infinity eSports. They are up against a lot of experience in the backpack for Sancher. He's using the bolt action over here. The entire squad spread on the landscape in front of him for SDMZ. The revive has been executed on Eddie already. But now look at the commitment coming in. Sneak. Just getting it closer. Applying more pressure. The nades are out. No. Does not have enough mitigation on it. Leo getting even more closer. He spots them down. Can he take them down? He gives enough damage, but does not get the knock over there. Oh, SDMZ, they survive. They realize that they're being chased down. They might just head into the rotation, move away from this fight, because they need a big game, right? That is what we were even calculating. So were they. But what is that? Laser taking down a player with 10 teams who were already inside the first circle the moment it popped up. But still, Playzone managing to take down a player. It's a real villain out there.
But on the other side, one player of Victor
that's a
Gaming.
fight happening outside the circle.
Yes, against Victor Gaming
and
versus Savage.
Yes.
One player got
Wow.
knocked out because he received some amount of damage, and then the blue zone damage is quite high. Then he got knocked out, but the revival already being initiated because Benoris bought some time by knocking out one player of Savage.
Well, now look at Benoris. He's in a flank position, giving a good cover to his teammate, and Berlin takes out a player with an nade. That's Hoshi going down, and he eliminates him instantly with that M4. This is not looking good for Savage eSports. They really did not have a good Erangel over here, and Victor Gaming just trying to continue the good game they were having inside the Erangel game over here, and now they're continuing the momentum, and nade just flying in on the screen of theirs. These are the pressure, they all are, and Savage eSports, they might just go down over here. Look at Berlin, he's solo on his feet, goes down. Where is the cover? Victor Gaming getting pinned down, committing to a fight during mid-game, and they're getting pinned down yet again. Get away from the situation, the two remaining lads. You gotta play for some placement points. Get at least 5 to 6 or at least 10 points out of this game if you can. Look at the amount of smokes and utilities being deployed by Savage eSports. They know they've got this opening, an all-important opening. The two players still standing from Victor Gaming, but the pressure is now being applied. Retaliation coming in from Savage eSports. They're not going to let you go away this easily now. They've already lost a teammate, but already gathered 2 points in their backpack. And the nades, they're coming out.
They are coming out. Norris just got pinned down behind that one compound. He has one vehicle in his favor, but the escape plan is going to be difficult because the whole team of Savage is charging towards him. Minot is knocked out one, and he will go down. Victor Gaming,
I think one lad is still remaining for Victor Gaming.
but lost 3.
Yes, they've lost 3. I can feel the pain. I can feel the pain.
Jordan second in the previous match, and it was a
Victor
game
Gaming, why
close.
can't you have a silent mid-game? Just don't get a close-up fight during the early mid-game. Just stay away. Play from the distance. Go, your mid-range sprays are so good. Let's see. If they, I just hope they listen to us, right?
Yeah, please. Come on, you have to. Yeah, they have to. Because we are shouting a lot. Like, we are still rooting out for that team who has a... And if we talk about tomorrow, right? The chances were like quite less. But today, they fight back. They came on the first position. They were so phenomenal. Secured 12 kills through, but it's not an easy task. We were fighting some of the best teams from the region, from different regions. But still, on the second game, heartbreak.
Let's see, they've just got one player remaining. And the super drop is here. I love to call this super drop when the two drops come in together. And
Groza.
it's a Groza with a 4x. I want to see what's in the other drop. I really
Okay.
don't... Yeah. No, I want to see what's the combination the PUBG gods have sent. Now, an M24 is running from NRC Amare. He's picked up a player from Bear over there. But is an AWM here? Groza and AWM... Just
Deadliest combination ever you can ever like.
for the close range, you got a beast, and for the long range, you got.
And you know what? Some of these lads like switch to those DMRs in those close range fight. If
Yeah,
they
we saw,
if
right?
there's out of the bullets, they were like, okay, I have mini 14, boom, boom, bam,
Boom.
That's that's the end.
But the next ship of the circle is here, just outside the city of Los Leonos, towards the northwestern side. We also got a little bit of a Picado inside the circle, just to add up the recipe, right? And the higher ridges around Picado are also going to come into the equation. Very important, because rotations from that side are going to get hurt. We don't have Victor Gaming anymore making a rotation from there, but the solo player would be there. For him right now, I think Picado is going to be the paradise, because none of the team are going to commit themselves towards Picado. So if you're a solo player, just aim for a big city. Just hide, because a lot of cover for you. A lot of angles, a lot of concretes where behind you can hide, right? And if in this sort of a circle, if you get access to a big city like this, it is very important if you use it importantly, because you can also loot up over there, right? Move from house to house, gather bandages, gather the first aids. Because earlier in your first stages of looting, you were looking to play the entire game, pick up for fights. But now picking up for fights is not important. Just 100 ammo for a gun is enough for you.
It's enough.
And other than that, the entire backspace, you gotta just take up meds. Just take up as many meds as you can, because you gotta survive.
As well as those utilities. so.
I don't think so. Just smokes are important. I don't think the nades are going to be that
I
important.
think so the Molly might help him.
Yeah, the Molly and nades 2 or 3 as aggressive Molly are good enough. But you need at least 15 to 16 first aids if you can. Oh, but the shots. Bear applying pressure on SDMZ. They've got 2 players knock right now. Fool is in a flank position, using the dish perfectly. Oh, and the push is there from Bear. The push is there on Fool. The 2 of the lads, they are going up. And Fool takes out one. He takes out one, but goes out to the other. But the trade has been taken on him. Marvel goes down. The trade has been taken. Now it all comes down to Sam. 3 players knocked down for him. And can he take down Suzuki? He does. A very important knock. A very important knock. But now he needs to hold on to a revive. And Psycho has already been revived, okay? So Psycho is still standing, they're hurting Bear. They're hurting Bear. And Arimon is the last player standing from Bear out there. And the revive is going to get executed over here. Even Fool might just get the revive. SDMZ regrouping. This is the mid-game fight that they are quite well performing right now.
And they're inside the circle.
But NRC on the backlines. They've got their eyes here. They've got their eyes here. They can hurt them. Let's see if they're going to comment or just wait for that information. Because we know, right?
Yeah,
that the
we
players
know.
not.
They
don't know.
So this is going to... Okay, NRC Hazeen just fired some random shots of that Mini 14 inside the smoke, so he's already compromised his position. But look at
Amari.
that. Amari just found in one opening that after that one
No, he's stolen that kill.
Oh.
He's stolen Amari.
Oh! I thought that was... Okay.
He's stolen that kill brilliantly.
Amari looking out for another. Against Infinity, Sancho. He also has a Car 98 if I'm not wrong. But Car 98 was M24. M24.
Any day.
Any day.
Well, Opex Hunter going down to the play zone. What is that happening over there? That is something I would like to see. But the next shot of the circle is 370 meters away from where NRC are holding right now. They've got teams in either direction, so rotations are going to be very difficult for them. So the M24 8X is now going to be very important. What is happening to Opex over there? Toxin going down to play zone.
This is the 4th circle trooper, and we all know
in
the Miramar map. It seems like that, yep, you are in a good position, but the circle damage, the blue zone damage is massive.
It really is, but what have they done wrong over there? That's something I want to watch. But let us have a look at this fight, because this also has struggle inside inside the backdrop, and Toxin goes down to the play zone. Oh, heartbreak signs over there. But Arimon is the last player standing from Team Bear. Let's see what he can pull off. He's just engaging himself in this fight because his team really committed hard over there. Remember the push they were executing over Fool? That was the wrong move. They could have tried to use a utility over there because that was not a very big ditch. But
Victor Gaming damage!
Going down eventually. And this can happen if you're the solo player. Sad for Victor Gaming. A chicken in the Erangel, but they go down. And followed up by Bear inside the lobby.
Oh no.
Balcony seats for the rest of the game. 14 teams still fighting off over here. And 2 important teams, 2 flashy teams of the lobby. They are out of the game already on the, I think, 15 to 16 minute mark.
This type of circle is going to favor struggle a lot because we all know they love to play with those ridges, right? But in their angle as well as in the Miramar, yeah.
But the problem is, look at that. The player in the flank position, he's already knocked. Kenza, he somehow needs to realize that his teammate needs help, and Dexter goes down. He's been picked up. MAKPEN utilizing the opportunities. It's going to be a very important opportunity for even Astra Academy. They've got good ridges inside the area where they're holding up, but multiple teams would be looking to rotate from that side, and Astra Academy also need a very good game over here. Can they utilize the landscape and the circle shifts to get that in their favor is going to be something to watch out for. We just got these compounds as well inside the circle, just outside the Picado area. Some of the teams are looking to lurk around over there. Infinity eSports are here. They've got all the 4 players standing up till this point, 18th minute mark. This is a rare situation for them. They generally lose at least 1 player already. But now, how are they going to use the man advantage? Because we know that this team is certainly capable of amazing things. Apes going down. Zbod over there, but SDMZ are still here. This is a very important game for SDMZ. The shot's being taken from backline. It's not looking good. The 4X is hurting them on that M4. They're not in a comfortable position. Psycho just trying to run for that cloud cover they've created for themselves. But for how long? Look at that M762. The control on the 4X. Amazing. On this distance, the control on the 4X. It looked like there was no recoil at all. What an amazing skill set over here. This is Leo for you, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? That experience just all comes down to these types of situations. Now he just spots down another player, but he just goes down from Momo from the side of MAKPEN, and again Leo just using his M762 2, which is going to knock out one player. That's going to be amazing to witness. MAKPEN takes an exit at the 40 secure, just one kill point. And Leo dishing out some amount of damage with that 4 times on M762. What's the slider doing?
Ooh, I've already got goosebumps. He's using M762 and so perfectly on that distance. Wow, and look at that. That 6-6 coming in from Sneaks right now. They're giving such a hard time to SDMZ. Their shelter has become hell over there. Let's see how they're going to deal with this because the shift of the circle has gone away from them. So Infinity Esports, if they commit towards this part, they are going to get 4 points, but they're going to get late for the rotation. So now they got to decide. Are you going to pin down SDMZ or are you going for that chicken dinner? Carry maximum players to the final circle. They've already got 1 kill in the tally. They need more, but SDMZ are regrouping now. But the players they're pinned down completely. They have nowhere to go. There are higher ridges that they got to traverse to get away from the situation, and it's going to be a very difficult run because they don't even have the vehicles anymore.
Yeah. But 12 teams, 32 players. Oh, Astra Academy not looking good. Sneaks is going to sneak out from that one ridge, spots down the players of SDMC in a 2+2 split. Going to take down Eddie because he already on very low HP. He got thrown up. Eddie survives that. Okay, how on earth you can miss that shot? And Sneaks is brought down to only 10. The amount of pressure being created from the side of SDMZ, it's amazing.
I don't know about Earth if you're getting shot at like this or you're going to survive, but in the Miramar universe, in the PUBG universe, in the Miramar map,
yeah, same,
you get this opportunity. If you're getting shot at, just go prone. You'll have cover. The ridges are so beautiful out there. But Leo in front of you, he's cooking up a nade, and let's see how he's going to deal with this. NRC Society right in front of him. The bounce might just take the nade inside. No, it spins away from the door over there. And Sanchez creating this pressure on NRC Society right now. Struggle has already been eliminated. It was a very important game for them, and they now need big matches to set a comeback for themselves. They're missing out on opportunities. The new blood is just falling out over here. Look at that.
But Equinox Trooper, they are inside the circle, and look at that, their position present towards western side of the map. NAIKON just eliminated one team. Apes on the other side, they go down at the end, at the 10th position. And NAIKON secured 6 kills despite of the fact they are playing with a 3-man lineup. They have a good control of this solid cemetery, but for how long? NRC Society, he got blown up with that grenade. Infinity Esports stepping up, Sneaks, perfect.
They've been smoked out of here at this point, right?
Oh, look at that, Vulture.
Now, Pain Gaming also get eliminated. We are down to only 6 teams in the situation. And Infinity Esports, they've got 3 players standing. And once again, White goes down. No words. But yes, let's see. Oh, the utilities coming into the equation for C9. They've pinned down Unknown, and I think that is going to be the end for them because they lost a lot of players to the play zone as well. So even Opex are out of here. Yes, eliminated on the 6th position without any kills. Not looking good, but so many teams. 3 teams outside the circle out of the 5 that are surviving. This is not looking good for them. But this is just the 5th circle, right? The lobby is just getting cleared up so quickly inside this Miramar game. The players are being so aggressive, and we've got DENO, a team on the 16th position on the overall. They're just trying to change their destiny, trying to get some points for themselves. This is the team from Miramar, from Maldives.
Yeah. For sure, but C9, look at that. 3 players surviving, 9 kills secured by this one team, and they are looking phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. 7 kills, apologies there, but they are looking certainly phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, Doc versus Leo, there's going to be a bold action fight between these two lads. And okay, now he just switched to that M416. Leo still firing a lot of bullets, but Equinox, the player, already started their rotation. Archer is just driving that bus and received a lot of damage from dashing from the other side. Knocked out Enki. Seal 9 versus DENO, and this fight is Equinox versus Infinity. Now just take a look at this fight. DENO versus Equinox.
Equinox, we were talking about cementing performances, right? Just not one good game can take you to that PMPL, right? And Equinox are repeating it over here. All the 4 players standing, they've already got 2 kills here. But DOK goes down. Kudos to the shots coming in from Infinity Esports. They're playing in a 2-2 split and controlling the bridges over there beautifully. But the M466 from Archer trying to find that shots available. But the problem for them, they're sandwiched. On one side, they've got Infinity Esports in a 2-2 split, so they got 2 angles to cover from this side. But on the back lines, they've got the entire squad of DENO, who are also playing a 2-2 split. So they got to cover 4 angles right now, and they've just got a shack to play with. 2 players inside the shack already, they're pinned down, and that is why you see these utilities coming into the equation. They're just trying to cover up the angles by the smokes and hoping that their nade lands on point and gives them an opening, which it does not.
Yeah, Sneaks on the other side confirmed the kill of DOK and knocked out another player on the other side. He's received a lot of damage, just brought down to 75% HP. He's the only player. His teammate Sanchez, he got knocked out. More on the other side. Look at that.
Scene line eliminated by DENO over there. Scene line eliminated. Oh, look at that, DENO, you beauty at this point. Fantastic. Now he's just moving into this next fight over here. DENO are looking, they're fighting for some respect back in here. Let's see, what are they doing? They were eliminated by Opex quite cheaply in the last game, and now they're just giving this comeback a Yuzi inside the final circle. It's been some time that we have seen a Yuzi action, but NAIKON are facing real tough time. It's Mozart once again. His teammates just keep falling down around him. He's just gathering everyone up again for a fight. But now this is a difficult situation once again for Mozart to handle. Let us see if his miracle is working in his favor or not.
But the circle just moved away from the side of Equinox, and Equinox, the circle is favoring them. They have all the 3 players alive. If they lost 20, okay, and he is the best player, and he knows how to use those utilities in the final circle, Trooper.
Well, certainly he does, but he's got to deal with the 2 players from Infinity Esports just looking around his backlines, and that's going to be very difficult. Look at the utilities coming in, and this is what I was talking about. They were trapped inside that shack, and now it's hurting them. Sanchez hit them, they were forced outside, and DENO just hurt them at the very wrong time. Things falling apart for Equinox completely. Archer is the last and final player standing for them. They've just got 3 kills at this point of the match, and now, out of the 8 players alive right now, we got 4 teams who are still surviving. Mozart has given the revive to his teammate. Archer, he just moved away, flanked away from the position. He's got eyes on Sanchez. He knows that he's been a real pain from the backlines. Let's see. He would love to hurt him at this point, right? He would love to hurt him. They wanted a chicken dinner badly over here. They missed out in the last game, remember?
Yep.
They got 12 kills. They missed out on the chicken. They almost got 10. Almost got 10 kills. They had a decent game. Okay, 12 for Victor Gaming. But look at the shots coming in now. Archer, his silver wants to hurt. Sanchez goes out eventually. That is going to be a relief for him. He's also ready to shoot at the crates if he can. But now...
That was a snowman.
Yeah, he's inside the top 3 now. NAIKON in front. Mozart fighting for his team. Like the solo soldier, but we've got DENO in front of them. More is bleeding out. And Mozart with an MP49. DENO in front of him. Let's see what he can do. He's got multiple players behind those bridges. He's damaging them. And look at this. This is a Braveheart playing for his team and goes down eventually and tries to come out of ashes. But no ashes are for him now. But Archer, can he capitalize? Closes in. Once again, a 1v4 situation. This is the opportunity, my friend. You heard the M249. It was running. So many shots fired. They are down on health. This is your sound cue. 4 first aids, energy drinks. No, you need bullets. 1v4. Do you think he can pull it off?
It is possible, but it's still impossible at the same time, Trooper.
Very difficult, right? But if he can.
If we're going to do that, then it is going to be the best moment for the day.
Already, let's see. These are the kind of things you have to sometimes pull off for that PMPL slot.
Yeah.
Archer from Equinox, 1v4 situation in front of him. They don't have any idea where Archer is. Sitting patiently. Repositioning himself, now giving away shots, not getting the knock, while his position has already been compromised. That's the mistake in a 1v4 situation. Just make sure to knock a player if you're giving away position, and he now takes down 1. 3 players still remaining. Now you clear the backline. Can you do that? No, you can't. Just 1 knock, nothing else. DENO from the 16th position, they come back in Miramar and get a decent chicken dinner for them, and that is a really good statement coming in from the team on the 16th position.
Yeah.
Wow. And now, on the overall, they just move up 1 space on the 15th, but yes, respectable. Why not? Then no more on the 16th, and they've got a chicken dinner to show against their name.
Yeah, you know what? That is the most important part for the day for DENO. But right now, Equinox again, they were in the top 3, and C9 they secured a lot of points. But at this moment, it all comes down to that point. How many points difference between you and the team who's on the top?
But C9 were decent once again. They're going to apply a lot of pressure. But
7 kills.
Yes, let's have a look at the MVP of the game. Who is the one? Who is the one? This is Mozart. Mozart himself. He's the MVP over here. He's an amazing lad, right? We've been talking about him, just 3-man team that they play in. And Mozart always does the job for 2 players, right? He's always been there for his team and standing up and just lifting the spirits for the team. And once again does it in the Miramar game over here. 845 damage. No assist. He doesn't believe
Individual
in
skills
assists, right?
only.
Yeah.
That's it. But let's take a look at the top players, ladies and gentlemen. We have Sanhok on the second, secured 3. Sancher on the third, secured 3 as well. But Munke on the fourth got featured from the side of C9, and second player from the same team secured 4 kills and dished out 511 damage.
Well, it is really hurting to see Sancher with 3 kills over here because remember first day for Infinity Esports, the entire day they just got 4 or 5 points for themselves. Sancher is such a big player, right? He is capable of pulling so many wonderful things, and his team just missing out in the PMCO regional finals this time. They really need to maximize the remaining 6 matches over here to get as many points as they can. The question is, can they do it? But look at Seal9. They're delivering, right? In back-to-back matches, 2 of the players now featuring inside the top 5 players already. So they've done the good work. They're continuing the good work. Back-to-back consistent performances coming in. If you're even regularly getting 5th to 6th positions in back-to-back matches, that is going to help your cause. But now, let's have a quick look at the match summary. And we've got Amra over here with the maximum assists from Seal9. So they're standing out, and this is what you got to do. No Victor Gaming here. And we've got the likes of Equinox, okay?
Again.
Yeah, but no pain over here.
Yeah.
So you got to be consistent because it is important, right?
Pain Gaming, they got eliminated without securing a single kill.
Exactly.
Because they lost one player in a very early stage. After that, Opti got knocked out from a moving vehicle. He got a revival. And then when they were moving inside the circle, they got picked off.
Well, certainly. And we've got More from DENO over here, right? And the kind of mistakes that you're talking about, you really got to avoid them.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that your players feature on this slide again and again, and that is why it is very important that to check out how you're doing. And now it's time to have a look at the all-important match rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, chicken dinner for DENO. That might not play a very big role in the race for the #1, but look at Equinox. They've got 15 out of this game, and the all-important team of Seal9 sitting on #1. They've added up 13 more points in their tally. That means more 13 points for the catch-up work for the remaining 15 teams, trying to dethrone them, and we've just got 2 more matches remaining for the day. Even Astra Academy getting just 5 points for themselves. NRC just 5. SDMZ did a decent job over there with 8. There's just still 1 good game away from the likes of Seal9 over here, but when is that good game going to come?
You have only 2 games left for the day, and you know what? You have to showcase that good game. You have to showcase that performance. But RGC Opex on the 9th with only 4 total points. Victor Gaming, look at that, Trooper.
Well,
2 kill points and damage. He was the lone survivor.
Victor
for
Gaming,
Victor.
if you're listening to this, just don't take up a fight.
Apes on the 12th.
Apes on 12th, okay. MAKPEN over here. Bay on the 16th. Look at this. We talk so much about comeback, struggle, pain gaming. This is just like, oh,
The first
all
day.
these scenes. Well, now it's time to have a look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments, and let's have a quick look where these big guns did mistakes. And this was Pain Gaming, just the secondary drop locations, the circles, and the flight paths. Also, you got to be prepared for them, right? And you do that with experience, with time. That is why these are the challenges in front of the new builds. And look at this, Victor Gaming going down. It was such a sad moment over here. But no worries. You don't got to go depressed and down. You got matches to play even today. Get pumped up. Come back strong. Just try to avoid close encounters during the mid game.
But Trooper, again, I just want to mention this point, and I'm eagerly want to mention this point because there was a fight like when Victor Gaming were against Savage, right? They eliminated their 1 player. It was a 4v3, and damage left. When the teammate left, it was a 3v3, and there's no player to provide some cover from the backline, and it is very important in this Miramar match.
Really is. Those 2 players were smoked, and then the 3rd got hunted, the 4th got lost, and there is Victor Gaming going down. Am I already rhyming over here? But now it's time to have a look at the total damage. Look at where Victor Gaming are. 522, a really decent show, but just 2 kills to show. So just if they could have just carried themselves a little bit further towards the left-hand side of the skyscrapers, it would have been wonderful for them. But SDMZ, they got a comeback show over here. Just 1 positioning points, but they got 7 kills against their name. 12 under 12 damage, a decent comeback for SDMZ. They're looking promising on the first page of the overall standings, but look at this. Seal9, what an amazing domination coming in from them. Regularly, consistently performing. Once again, managing it to the top 5 in this game as well. They are just cruising through over here. Let's see if anyone is going to be able to stop them. And even NAIKON, just a 3-man team, 1500 damage, decent performance.
Decent performance, and you know what, you
look at
always
this.
look out for this.
Equinox, 1300 damage, just 3 kills. Wow,
It's expensive.
really expensive kills over there. But yes, let's have a look.
Told you.
SDMZ just with 93 points, 7 more away from the century. But Savage eSports are the next Centurions inside the overall rankings. 102 for them. Even look at Equinox. Even they are just making good strides on the overall ranking. But Victor Gaming just missing out on matches. Look at that. You're still in the 70s. The contest is being held already in the 130s. So you've got 60 points to cover, Victor Gaming. You need big matches. Just stop making those mistakes again and again. Just try to take maximum players to the final circle, because in the final circles, in the late mid game, we have seen you can dominate, and that is very important. Please listen, and just get good games and increase the level of competition over here. But Equinox are certainly doing amazing work in doing that. SDMZ have just raised the bars of hopes for themselves. Even Struggle are looking decent. Let's see what they're going to do.
Let's see what they are going to do, but we have the second page of overall ranking. Opex stepped up on the 9th. Apes dropped down on the 10th. 69 and 70 points respectively for these two teams, pretty close to each other. But look at that, NAIKON and RGC DENO. Now NAIKON just moved on the 13th position with 43 points. RGC DENO on the 15th. But again, you know what? The first page is quite more important for the teams who still has a good chance. 133 is the point right now.
This team from Maldives, they're also going to fight for respect, right?
Yes.
They've got a chicken dinner against their name, and you never know, right? The momentum can shift any time. You get back-to-back good matches. That is going to be really important. The thing for DENO is they also got to work on that position points. Even Astra Academy, look at that, just 9 placement points after 10 matches. Something is terribly going wrong over there.
You know what? There's a lot of expectations onto you if you just got an invite in the finals. Right now, Astra Academy, they got an invite, and right now they are on the bottom. And RGC DENO, they qualified. And this is the difference, right, Rupert?
Well, it is. But they've got a really good opportunity over here. Yes, they come to the semi-finale. They made their space over here. And now they're just... they're fighting for the respect. I'm really happy to see DENO get a chicken dinner. Okay, but the thing is going to be, can you get 3 more in the remaining 6 matches? And only then you might look to come inside the race for the first position, which is clearly being raced between the likes of Equinox right now. Even Pain and Victor are sort of falling out. They really got to get some amazing 2 matches here that are remaining. But those matches are going to be played on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea?
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro, and we are going through the day number 3 of the regional finale for the South Asia Wildcard region. This is Trooper, I've got Phoenix here with me, and we are having an amazing time casting these matches because the underdogs are really giving a very tough fight. Look at Equinox, 118 points in the overall, just 15 away from Seal9, a team that was promising inside the Season 3 of the PMPL as well. You can just shut them down over here and claim the slot. That opportunity is available for a team that went through the PMCOs. They qualified through the PMCOs. An all-important game of Sanhok is upcoming. Can you just shut down a big gun is the question over here.
That is going to be the biggest question for now, as well as Equinox. They're still fighting for that one chicken dinner. They're still looking out for that one chicken dinner. They played 2 matches and they finished in the top 3 in the previous 2 matches. But again, the question is taking down Seal9 and just getting at the first position. It is going to be important because, again, as just Troopers mentioned, 15 points is the mark. But we saw Seal9 in every single game, they always managed to collect more than 10 plus points.
Well, they're creating the pressure, and it's a job for Old God. They know how to play. They know how to handle the pressure situation, and that comes with the experience, which Seal9 are delivering so wonderfully over here. But have Equinox grinded enough? Is the team ready enough for PMPL? That is the question. And the plane path is here, ladies and gentlemen. And from Bantai towards Mongnai, that is the plane path. Doesn't matter really where the plane path is in Sanhok because you can easily glide to any part of the map over here. And let's see, the teams are going to easily fill up the space. So there is not going a very high possibility for an early collision for sure. But the game is going to go at a really high pace. And let's see if that happens or not. Or maybe the teams just want to play the passive game in Sanhok because it's really interesting, right? The second last game of the day, you sort of run out of opportunities. You're like, okay, I'll play a very passive game now. But you realize it's Sanhok.
It's Sanhok. Oh no.
So this is a map where you can get easily 10 kills in just no time, right? You just find one team, pin them down. You can find the other very close.
The same thing can happen with you.
Obviously, obviously. What goes around can always, does not always, but can always come around.
Like still there.
Well, look at that. We've got 2 teams in boot camp.
NAIKON, and I think so it is going to be NRC because NRC used to drop at the same location, so as NAIKON. In the previous match, NAIKON secured so much good points. Now they are just dropped down towards the outskirts of bootcamp. Again, a good move.
Well, yes, and Victor Gaming have got Astra Academy to deal with in Paradise Resort.
Again, yesterday the same thing happened. At that moment, Astra Academy, they got killed perfectly, and Victor Gaming secured 4 kills in very early stage. But now Victor Gaming not, just showcasing that aggressive form they used to show. They showcased that yesterday.
Well, yes. But how are they going to deliver it today at this very fight in front of them? NRC looking to make a comeback for themselves. Looking really decent. Constantly featuring on the first page. This team from Sri Lanka has got a really good opportunity over here. Can you clear up boot camp? With 3 players inside boot camp already. Oh, shots being taken. Pablo down. Logi from that flank position creating pressure. And now look at Mozart. He's just rushing in over there. He's just moving closer. Ooh, an ump in his hand does not have a sight on it, but is trying to create some pressure over here.
Mozart leading the charge, dished out a lot of damage, and look at that. That is K's plan. Perfect, and he found it an M762. Wow, that's amazing. That's going to give him a lot of confidence, but Amir just cleared out the first floor. Mozart is present towards the gallery.
So smooth getaway, right? From the collision, he just picked up the stairs. Yes,
Tasty.
Went out of the window, found the M762, picked it up, and now you think he has an
no.
UMP. The nade giving damage. Chusti, he's gone down with that M762. This is Mozart, you beauty out there. Creating pressure, he's pinned down a player. Leogi commits, he falls down, but Mozart comes in once again. Let's see what he's going to do. And NRC, they are on the verge of elimination. This is Mozart, brilliant game coming in. He takes down 2, and they haven't lost a single player. What a game coming in, and NRC wiped on the 16th position from bootcamp.
That escape, you know what? It's just constellations. The stars were helping Mozart. That you're gonna escape. You're gonna climb up that. You know, can you imagine that he just rushed inside the compound and there's a one first floor as well as the gallery, and he just found that M762 as well as an opening of this fight. And at the end, when we saw that star, when he got knocked out, Leo dished out a lot of damage at that situation. When Mozart know that they already has a lot of attention towards them, he pushes, knocks down another. But look at that main opti using 6x on AKM, knocks down 2, secured 1. Pain. They need some kills. In the previous match, they haven't secured a single. Now they just pinch it down the players of BA. One single player inside the waters. Right now, he's so good swimming inside the water, but his other teammate pretty far away from him.
Well, I know one Mozart who enjoyed his work, right? And I can see the other one just loving what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Just those moves coming in, getting away. But Victor Gaming, damage going down now. Scene line, it's not even
What?
Astra Academy. It's scene line towards Paradise Resort. They're losing players. Oh, so did Victor Gaming go out for them?
If they did that, that's not a good outcome. We already know that. Victor Gaming lost 2.
Just show us Paradise Resort. Just show us Paradise
That's
Resort.
not the paradise resort for the teams who just dropped down at that location. But again,
It's not. It's no more a Paradise or Holiday Resort, right? Victor Gaming.
you have
losing
guns
player.
right there, right? It's not
Obviously,
no
man.
more.
Get the save away.
With those ammos and... Okay, Infinity Esports taking down the players of Struggle. They already secured 1, takes down Arclu, but Dexter retaliated back. Sanchez goes down.
Oh, so this is the fight just very close. Why are teams just converging towards Paradise Resort already?
It's attractive. It's beautiful. You know.
Well, so many early fights. It's just down to the 6 minute and the lobby size has already been reduced to 53 over here. So Sanchez just going down. This is towards Painan, okay? So there was no team that dropped directly towards Painan, but now both Struggle and Infinity Esports are finding themselves out here. Sanchez, he was just so amazing in the last game, got 3 kills for himself, almost 800 damage. But now, look at them. They're already pinned down over here. Very difficult situation. White, he's got to stand up to the occasion. We have seen him go down multiple times early into the fight. This is the opportunity for his redemption. Can he do it for the team? Oh, his vehicle is flying. He's under pressure. And Leo just creating that extra bit of distraction for White to close into the teammates over here. Sanchez needs a revive. And White has successfully closed in. Now Sneaks is just moving in from a completely different angle. So they've got 3 angles in control right now. And Struggle realize that the revive is being executed over here. But they're not doing much to stop it. Sire from the flank angle. Yes, he's got a nade over there.
Yeah.
That could have been the exact ingredient to the recipe that they wanted in Painan. For your holiday.
Going to be the tasty.
For your
tastiest.
holiday.
Yes.
For your
Spicy
lunch.
as
For
well.
your lunch, okay? Yeah.
For your lunch.
Let's see.
I'm hungry, man. Come on. I'm hungry for some kills.
Smoke them up.
Oh, that's nice. I love some smoke grilled Doritos, but right now,
Ooh,
Sneaks,
with the
look at that. DBS spots down. That contest position has his forward, but look at that. He has good control of this.
Look at that.
Come
One M249 running, EBS running. Wow, pressure constantly. Even the shots of the guns are going to put extra pressure on Struggle. The Struggle looks real over here. Kente wins the Kente stop it. The EBS is working over here. The M249 is working, but Sanchez goes out to this M249 from Kenza. They're creating good pressure on Infinity Esports, but Infinity, they manage to get all the 3 players from inside Painan. Now Sairi is the only last player standing for Struggle. He's outside, but Seal 9, they found a different fight. With Savage Esports in front of them. We saw them hurt Victor Gaming a little while earlier, but now Munke, he shuts down this player with an UMP. And now Inky is just trying to close in, and Hypes has got an idea that there's a player in the grass over here. Amra falls down. Inky and Munke in front of you. Ooh, Inky shoot at him, man! Eventually does, but Munke is under pressure. He's got 2 players charging onto him. Can he deal with it? Hurts it, just swims out Munke. And Inky in the flank position. He's not looking good, and he gets eliminated. C9 fall down early in Sanhok. The Equinox team have got an outside chance. They can dethrone, just 15 points for them. Can they get to the final circle in this game?
Make it 18 Truber because they secure 3 kill points before getting eliminated. Yes, I'm right. 45 players in the lobby.
Oh, you're doing the maths, right?
Yeah, right now my exams are coming. Oh no, that's important.
Who's teaching you, Ocean?
Yeah. You know, I just want to study physics, but again, maths is important. It's like Trojan in the physics. But okay, let's
Look at that.
talk
The
about
only
the circle.
solo player from Struggle now just moving away from Painan. Infinity Esports have won a mid-game fight that is going to do amazing things to their confidence.
But Equinox, the position.
We're Victor Gaming. Look at that. Outside Paradise Resort towards the southern part. Very close to Opex, but I can see only just one player.
But
That is Warzone.
that is Warzone, yep. And he is the he's the gunpowder, he's the assaulter for his team. But again, I'm just looking out for this one team, and that is going to be Equinox, because this is their chance, this is their game. If they're gonna find one chicken,
where are
they're
they?
gonna secure this one chicken, and then they secured one kill from the back line, but they need some more. On the other side, Savage versus Apes. This fight is also important because Savage, they just eliminated the team who's on the top. They are looking out for some more. Hershey just looking out.
Ooh,
just
Archer
gonna
goes down.
Archer goes down from Salty, and no, Hershey!
What a
One
beautiful
player
nade.
up.
What a beautiful nade. They've just shut down the team of Seal9. They're looking good on confidence, but Equinox are going up against DENO, trying to make their way from the Camp Alpha Island to the Camp Bravo 1, and they've got a bridge situation to deal with as well, so that's going to be a very important fight for them. But Apes losing a player at this point. Ooh, almost getting a trade. Look at that desperate move, trying to get back to the cover. Hershey creating a flank angle. If he gets spotted at this time, it's going to be disaster. But if he doesn't, it's going to be problems for Apes.
Oh, we don't have clear vision in Archer. His kill has been confirmed.
Now this fight, on the edge of the circle. So DOK is already here towards the Camp Bravo Island.
Yeah. Salty got knocked out. He secured one kill.
Archer has been eliminated already.
Yes. It's just same thing I just explained it earlier. But right now, it's a 3v2 situation in favor of Equinox. But the bad thing is two players already pretty far away from that one single player.
But look at East, he's just picked up. Okay, he's just eliminated Salty over there. So now coming back to this fight that we have for Apes, they're also on the first page of the overall standing. Even Savage, they want to do some comeback, right? They started this day on the second position. They've been just falling down from the first for the first two matches. They also got a lot of redemption to do, but what a nade coming in from Hershey. He takes down Carne, but there was another nade very close that popped up and he got down. Another nade just in front of him.
On the stairs. Oh, but Apes, they are not looking good because that one flank angle created by Herschel literally did a lot of damage from the different angle. DOZ, he was so good. Legro on the domination. 4 kills for this lad. Savage secured 8 kills.
And the Apes have been tracked inside the rainforest.
Oh, no. Okay.
They have been
Now you got
outsmarted. They have been outsmarted in the rainforest, right? Flank angles being created on them. Really savage gaming happening over here. Savage esports just getting and wiping Apes completely.
You're getting my vibes now, and I'm getting yours. It's
That's
like a switch.
That's important, right? Learn from each other.
It's so difficult, right? Like to
Deal
counter
with
my PJs.
Yeah, deal with PJs. Yes, you gotta deal with them, right?
Oh my goodness.
Someone is being so serious about the game and you come in with a PJ and you're like, oh,
that was not necessary.
how to... Yeah, exactly!
But look at this. This is necessary, right?
Well, yes, it is very necessary because they are just shutting down the points. You just calculated 15 points. That was the question, and now they already got 2. This is an opening created by East. Now they're going to close, and they are calculating the numbers. Let's see. Ghosty is the last player standing in front of them. This is a new MPK applying pressure from the windows. They've cornered them in the house, but he's trying to retaliate with an infinite six. Gives them very good damage. Eventually goes down. DENO out of here once again early. But look at that. There's an AWM running from Marimun.
Oh, look at this. Now 14 points more. That's it, Trooper. 14 points more.
11, I think, right? They've already got 4. They got 15.
Because
Okay,
we
yeah,
can see
you're
Seal Lane
right.
secured
Yeah,
3
you're
kills.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're studying maths
It's physics, man. Come on.
and doing some PhD with additions.
Well, like, okay.
Aren't you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Looking out
So,
for the
do
the
they
same
give you like PhD in adding numbers and stuff?
thing. No, not at all, but maybe in future.
Okay. So let's see this. We've got the bootcamp Painan circle with a little bit of a ruins over here, but I don't see any team coming towards that side. A hard oh, Muzad goes down,
Pain.
and that is pain for you.
Living up to their name.
Yes, living up to the name and just giving some pain to Muzad. And let's see how they're going to deal with this. But look at this cluster developing towards the center of the map, just where the airdrop has landed. We've got NAIKON already over there. Infinity eSports lurking around the corner. Bear coming out of bootcamp. So a lot of teams just clustering over there. It's a very important game, and we are watching these teams go up against each other right from the 3rd or 4th minute of the game. They are constantly going against each other. SDMZ, look at how silently they are playing the Sanhok game so far.
True.
Because they know they've got 7 to 8 points in the last game. They need 7 more for that 100. They can be the 3rd or 4th team to cross that mark. And then a big game. That is what SDMZ have been eyeing, right? All day for the first 2 matches. They're playing it so seriously while you're cracking PJs over here.
I love their seriousness.
Well,
That's
they got to be, right? This is the PMCO. This is the
Yes,
filtration
he's
process
been
for them.
finals.
Or otherwise, you got to wait for 6 more months for these matches to pan out in front of you, and there's no guarantee that you're going to qualify once again.
You know, they're like the milk just heating up. Only cream will be featured on the top.
Even after that cream...
It's chemistry. Okay. Yes, you're explaining it. Yeah, go on, Trooper.
It's not just about the cream. Even after that entire bowl of cream, only one gets picked up. One spoon gets picked up over there. Can you be that once again?
Colloidal solution. It's important. But now, look at that. Pain Gaming secure 3 kills. And they have a good control of this compound. Now, this compound, why it's important? Because it's in the center of the circle, Trooper. And they are inside the circles. Look at that. Sanchez randomly firing some DBS shots from so far away. And that's again a good move. Oh, he just wants to cut out some players, but Opex takes down one player of MAKPEN. Pelzang, he got knocked out. The revival is going to be difficult, but Anka from a different angle. Astra Academy did the 3rd party and secured 1 kill.
Well, it is, and that is a very important thing for them. Can they get more of those points? That is what Astra Academy has been searching out for the last 2 days as well, but really not getting some good one. And look at that. DeVito, he takes down Unknown, but Krita gets traded from Eddie. This is SDMZ making the move towards this part, the eastern edge of the map. Let's see if they're going to dominate over here. And it's going to be very important for SDMZ to get some good points, because we can see still 12 teams remaining. The 4th circle is going to start closing in pretty soon out here. And this is the time when you create breathing spaces for yourself, clear out areas for your rotation. That is exactly what MAKPEN are trying to do. They're trying to find and hunt down Astra Academy over here. But Astra Academy, are they going to go down this easily? A 4x from the M249? Did I see that correctly?
You're right.
Wow.
And he's using that in this circle. 225 meters far away from the circle, so they have to do something. But right now, Victor Gaming, they were struggling with the blue, but right now the 2 players are from the side of Victor Gaming. They are inside the circle. MAKPEN versus Astra Academy. This fight is still going on. They have to move inside the circle, and we have the mini map in front of us. And now, Equinox, look at that.
They've got an access, yes.
They have an access of this map and this circle, in fact. And this, look at that. Their eastern side is clear.
Yes, look at that. There's a bit of a connection on the land over there, right? Just where Equinox are trying to enter. They just don't have to swim even if the circle moves towards Camp Bravo. So they've got they've got some wooden cover, some houses to play with. Now they have got access to the Camp Bravo island also from that area that they can control. Moving is very important for them, and they're creating flank angles for themselves. But now look at this, Astra Academy, they are trying to pin down MAKPEN far outside towards boot camp. And look at that, players from MAKPEN, they're hurting their knees, and now Refuse just pinning them down, ending their misery finally. And MAKPEN have just got 1 or 2 players surviving. Pelzang just getting away from the situation, and Valeska, he's already here towards the edge of the circle, and his team is going to arrive over here, but only one of them successfully makes it. But look at struggle, they're going to backstab Victor Gaming. Victor Gaming, watch out on your backlines. Berlin. Ooh, he's just playing them as a security guards, right?
Yeah.
Just walking so
as a
slow.
bait as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a very important thing to do if you can successfully do it. Yes, a solo player, you just use that 2 players in front of him. That is exactly what they're doing. But MAKPEN under pressure. This is Refuse just chasing them down, but getting shut down and getting punished instantly. Anka trying to get into the crate. Greta trying to capitalize, and they do it. This is the last pixel for MAKPEN in the Sanhok game. This is going to get spotted. Yes, it does, and that is MAKPEN's end on the hashtag 12 position without any kill even in this game. This could be 0 points for MAKPEN.
Oh no, Victor Gaming pulled in. He just got thrown down and he got picked off. Victor Gaming takes an exit at the 10th position. Ligro on rampage. 10 kills. Savage eSports.
Well, they got Apes, right? If you can trick Apes inside the rainforest, you can do anything. And Sanhok looks like their strong suit over here. Let's see what they're going to do over here. Ligro!
One more!
Takes down Hunter from Opex. Yet another amazing utility usage coming into play over here. And this is the second net going up. It is! Takes down Alien as well. What is Ligro doing over here? Just smoking them in fire. Wow! That was your holiday destination, right? And he is just smoking players out there. Hershey is out here, and Team Bay get eliminated meanwhile elsewhere in the map. Savage Esports, what are they doing over here?
Negro already secured 6, looking out for the 7, just 180 meters far away from the safe zone. They just lost 1. Hypes and still playing with so good. NAIKON star, look at that, taking down the players of SDMZ, but Sam retaliated back, takes down Leog. Now this is going to be difficult for them because now it's going to be a 2v2 situation for them, but they are inside the circle, that's the best part. Opex, one player got being... Okay, spotted down by the players of Savage. They're still looking out for that one location. Unknown on the other side, still fighting against the blue. Now he's inside the safe zone, but Equinox Doc, look at that. He's pretty close to the bridge. Opti on the other side, stepping up, taking down the players of Astra Academy. Kreta on the other side, taking fight with the players of Infinity Esports. Opti on domination, secured 1 kill. Kreta not in a good position. Switch down, Opti just gonna knock him out. That's the way he's gonna play. Now he will go down from the blue, and Anka from the distance. His kill has been secured in Astra Academy. They go down at the 8. Secured only 5 total points, 7 teams left in the lobby.
Wow. Astra Academy, 6 points for them out of this game. Okay, they're trying very hard, but look at this. This is Savage Esports. They've got a good momentum coming inside the final circles of this Sanhok game, and they really need to deliver a big chicken dinner for them to station back on the overall standing. So we've got Equinox coming in from one side and Savage Esports. Both these teams have got a significant chance to qualify to the PMPL Season 4. And with Seal9 out of the equation in this game, this can just be the game that can dethrone Seal9 from their top position that they have been holding for almost 4 games now. Leo from Infinity Esports trying to apply pressure, shutting down Pain Gaming. Miracle pops in a first hit, but he's in a very bad situation. The height disadvantage situation for him is going to really be make things impossible as Opex fall down, and Savage Esports are also going down. This is SDMZ, Fool, just keeping the hopes alive for his team. The dream is still alive for SDMZ. They needed a big game, right? But they now got to play the waiting game as well. And look at Miracle, he's also just surviving. And look at Fool taking one more player down from Savage Esports. He's already got 3 kills for himself, but Miracle, he's just pinned down over here. He cannot just move anywhere, but Savage Esports could not commit to this big chicken dinner over here. They get 16 points. But get eliminated on the 6th position.
But again, it is going to be important for the teams who are pretty close to the first position. Equinox Doc, he's pretty far away from the safe zone, but that's not the case for his other 2 teammates. SDMC, Fool, still closing in the distance. Infinity Esports, they have a good control of this mountain.
Yes, look at the map.
He can easily take down any team if they want to, but they have to be careful from the sideline because Pain Gaming, that one single lad, Miracle, he's still there. He's doing the heal battle, but DOK, he has to make a run, and this is not going to be an easy task for him.
So were Infinity Esports testing the water for the first 2 days? Looks like yes. Lurgy goes down. Star is the last player standing. Mozart has been eliminated already. So this is Infinity Esports, and how many kills do they have? Infinity, 8 kills already. One of the lads is down right now. This can be a big chicken dinner incoming for Infinity, but we got to keep our eyes on Equinox as well. They got 2 players standing. East is cooking up a nade. Sancher in front of him. A difficult fight in front of Equinox. Are you good enough to handle Sancher? Are you good enough to handle Leo in the region? Let's see. Oh, Sancher gives a lot of damage over here. A-Line just manages to stroll down towards him. The revive is going to be held on him, but he's got both the players down, and Equinox down.
On the 4th. On the 5th position, Pain Gaming will go down. We have the top 3, and Infinity Esports is going to be their chicken dinner. But as just Trooper mentioned, SDMZ Fool is still there. And NAIKON Star, he is still surviving, and that is going to be the hunt down for sure. While just healing himself up, and you know what? He's still alive.
Well, yes, oh, but look at that. Leo, he's knocked down and he gets shut down as well, but Fool gets traded from the distance over here. It's an easy chicken dinner for Infinity Esports. If you've got 4 players, and with the likes of White and Sanchez standing inside the final circle with Leo, who's going to take the chicken dinner? And clearly a dominating game coming in from Infinity Esports, a 13-kill chicken dinner. But even with that sort of a domination, they're only going to be on the 10th position. But this is a team that can continue back-to-back performances. They got good Miramar game. Now it's a podium finish on the Sanhok game. A very all-important Erangel game upcoming. Can they get 3 good matches back-to-back? And that can set up the pace for the finale.
That can certainly set up the pace for the finals, day 4. But let's take a look at the MVP of this Sanhok map, and it's going to be Negro for sure. Look at that, 706 damage, secured 7 kills and 0 assists.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised, to be really honest, because I thought someone from Infinity Esports is going to be there. Considering the fact that they got 2,700 damage almost in the Sanhok game, that's like, oh my god, that's some big numbers. But Ligro, a standard performance from him as well. 706 damage for the 7 kills. But the problem is the survival time. They got decent numbers, but it could have been a really, really big game had they survived a little bit over there and made it to the top 3 over there. But they did not. So a decent game from Savage Esports. They really did some brilliant job in the game. And now have a look at the top players from this Sanhok contest. We've got DOK still here, once again featuring over here inside the top place with 790 damage. Sneak is here with White. So the redemption is on for White, to be really honest. And Sancher has been doing the hard work for the teams throughout, but they needed the other players to step up, and that is exactly what they're getting from the Miramar and Sanhok game. So they're just moving the right direction now, but a very decent game coming in from SDMZ Fool as well. He was keeping the hopes alive for his team, and in the process, he got some kills as well.
He got some kills as well, but let's take a quick look at the match summary of this Sanhok map, because after this, we're gonna get to know the match rankings. But look at that, Ligro with the highest kills, DOK with the longest distance kills, and Sneak, Sancho and Leo. 3 different players from one single team got featured in 3 different
6 matches, are they enough for Infinity Esports? But on paper, if you consider this is the strongest team, right? With the likes of Sancher, Leos, with White over there, what can they pull off? We know, right? There's no bar big enough for this team, but can they get the rhythm going is going to be something to watch out for. But now it's time to look at the all-important match ranking, ladies and gentlemen. And Infinity Esports with 28 points in a Sanhok game. They've got a 13-kill chicken dinner. But look at Savage Esports, they were not far behind inside the kill department. They got 12, but just 4 placement points. So they've got a decent 16 points, and they are in the contest for the #1 position as well. And so is the team following them in the match ranking with 14 points, Equinox. Both these teams have added substantial numbers, and they're going to apply pressure on Scene9 now.
And you know what? 4 points. The difference is 4 points, ladies and gentlemen, between Equinox
and if it doesn't come down to 4 points, then we're
then
gonna,
it's a trooper a mistake, That's not me,
But Victor
okay?
Gaming missing out on Sanhok once again. Just 1 point for them. Well, let's see how they're going to deal with this. Some other early fights for them just resulting not in the good favor for them. And it was Scene9 who hurt them, who got just 3 points out of this game. Very important. Very important. Scene9 just getting 3 points. And let's see how the other teams are going to use up this advantage.
Yeah, but Apes and NRC, bad outing for these 2 teams. Got eliminated at the first and secured 0 kills. They haven't secured a single point. But let's take a look at the Oppo F19 Pro movements. These are the beautiful movements from this beautiful match. Just like this beautiful device, Oppo F19 Pro. And look at that, trooper. This fight was amazing. Mozart, he was the MVP of this fight.
Well, definitely. He was amazing. The calmness in Mozart's moves over there was so evident, right? His thumb is just... There are no sign of nerves over on his left thumb, though, yeah? He knows he's got a responsibility to play, and that is exactly what he's delivering. An AKM-6 shot getting converted over there. Wow. Amazing work from the observers. They've been so amazing during the PMCOs, and a really impressive job coming in from them. And this is the situation where the DBS and M249 were smoking up dishes inside Fidan and getting some good results for themselves. Then Scene9 went down over here. This was Savage Esports shutting them down. And Inky just wasted a little bit of an extra second shutting down Hershey over there. Yes. And that is the reason the man disadvantage situation came into the option over there. And Savage Esports were really too good to capitalize. But later on, MAKPEN, they had a really tough time against Astra Academy. And eventually Astra Academy did shut them down. They chased them inside the zone as well.
Yeah.
But really, MAKPEN, with the kind of legend that they carry with the name, they're just not standing up to the occasion in this tournament. But they still got 6 more matches. You never know what can happen. This was Ligro's moment, right? Yeah. That is why he's the MVP. Back-to-back smokes, nades connecting, just hunting down Opex over there, really hurting their chances as well.
Yeah, but look at that. After this spray from the side of Leo, we know that Pain just could rely on that one player, Miracle. In fact, he dished out a lot of damage onto Miracle as well. But Sneaks, he was so good with his TK angle. We saw him that he was utilizing those grenades as well as his M416 perfectly. Secured a lot of kills in this map, as well as his team, Infinity Esports, secure a chicken dinner on the 10th position in the overall ranking. But look at this, skyscrapers, 2,683 Infinity with the highest, but struggle, dished out 622, 0 kills.
So expensive, right? So expensive. But look at that. Even Seal9 got 805 damage, and look at Infinity Esports. They're monsters, right? It's a big team that has not been performing just for the past 10 matches or 8 matches. They've been really decent in the first two matches today, like inside the Miramar and the Sanhok one. You never know what they can pull off, right? They're always going to be a contenders, but let's see if they're going to just convert the momentum or not. But now it's time to have a look at the overall standings, ladies and gentlemen. And even after this whooping chicken dinner, you're not going to find Infinity Esports on the
Soft, ladies and gentlemen, the difference is just 4 points.
If some maths professors looking out for an assistant, he's the perfect apprentice out here. Just take him away.
What?
We've got Equinox 4 points behind Seal9. That means some added pressure on Seal9 before the start of this last upcoming Erangel, and Savage Esports are now on 180. So the pressure is building up on Seal9 to hold on to that podium position, the throne. Can they keep it till the last and the final game as well? That is going to be something to watch out for.
You know what? The difference between Seal9 and Equinox is 14, and Equinox versus Savage is again 40.
Well, it is. Well, it is. Well, it is. But SDMZ have got 107 points for themselves. A decent game, and they needed this, right? So they also got 14 points out of this game. 14 yet again. But Pain Gaming become the next Centurion over here and struggle with 81 points. They still have an outside chance, but they really need to deliver in all the 5 matches remaining. And yes, you're hearing it correctly. The number of matches are decreasing. And Infinity Esports with 71 points. Can you get another chicken and propel inside that top list? A chicken, a 30-pointer. Oh, that is what they need, right? That is exactly what they need, and really gets me excited. But DENO, Astra Academy, MAKPEN, Bear, NAIKON, things going down for them. NAIKON, Mozart, Beauty, but playing 3 men at PMCO regional finale is always going to be a factor that you're going to deal with, and it's hurting them now. Really feel bad for them, but this is nothing that we can do. They really got to find that 4th player for them who can regularly feature. But that is going to happen or not is going to be a completely different story. But in this tournament, they look like they're going to complete with a 3-man team. But we've got one more match remaining, ladies and gentlemen, so go nowhere. We are going to be back after a very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea?
So hello guys, and once again welcome back to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021, sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun, and we really are wooked up here with an amazing performance from all these teams. The way they are challenging C9. What are you expecting from this last Erangel?
This match is going to decide which team is going to be at the first or which team is going to close in the distance between the first and the second, because again the points difference between C9 and Equinox is just 4 points, and slowly and steadily struggle also closing in, and SDMZ.
So let's have a final circle. I'm expecting a final circle with C9, Equinox, Pain Gaming over there, Infinity Esports over there, at maybe NRC or SDMZ. NRC or SDMZ.
I still prefer SDMZ because
with these teams in this Erangel is definitely going to set up the pace for the remaining 4 matches tomorrow. But we've got one opportunity today. Erangel. Very, very important game upcoming, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see how these teams are going to utilize this one.
But one point, and that is the MAKPEN iceberg in the Erangel. Why? Because in every Erangel, you're going to find that MAKPEN always step up their game because they know how to play it better. Because again, this is the most playable map in the PUBG Mobile, and they know how to play it better. So again, you have to be careful from the team MAKPEN, as well as Pain Gaming and NAIKON. They're also stepping up. Mozart, wow.
He's an amazing player, Mozart, right? He's doing the job for 2 players out there, but clearly missing out on a teammate. An extra gun just running inside those circles over there would really give them a very advantageous position, but that is something that they're missing out over here. So let's see how they are going to deal with this. This is going to be a very, very important upcoming game of Erangel, and all these teams, the way they're going to play here is going to set the pace for the last and final day of the regional finale. We've got the plane path in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, from Sosnovka military base, from the southern shores of that island towards the northern shores of Severny, and easily, you can say, bisecting the entire Erangel map beautifully.
Yeah, it's certainly dissecting the entire Erangel match perfectly, Trooper. Erangel map, in fact.
A little bit of biology, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit of biology, and it's
Just take
important
us
if
to
you
the
just want to
plane
qualify
path.
for the need. But again, okay, as I just mentioned, it starts from the southern side of the military heading towards the northern side of the Severny, and Severny shooting range, Rozok, yes, Naya, school, I hate the most, Pochinki for farm area, very pure, these areas glidable. But Equinox Trooper, again, we all know they love to drop down towards the Nova Ripnoi, as well as NAIKON just love to drop down towards the military base, so this is going to be the best part for them, as well as Astra Academy. Look at that, they just drop down towards the military base area and sharing the area. We can say this NAIKON just heading towards the outskirt, again a good move, but Pain Gaming and NRC, an early fight, I just want to witness that.
Yeah, NAIKON just changing their strategies a little bit, going for the scattered compounds on that military island over here. So that's going to be really important for them, how they're going to deal with this. But we know that even Seal9 was very interested to go towards military base, and the circle with military base Nova Ripnoi and the bridge right in the center of the zone. So it's an amazing, fantastic final game circle over here today for the day. So let's see how the teams are going to deal with this. A lot of teams are finding themselves outside, for the likes of Seal9, MAKPEN, DENO, Pain, NRC. They got to rotate back, and we've already got teams towards the edges, right? So it's going to be very tough for the teams coming in from the northwestern part of that circle. And that is why you are going to watch this sense of urgency in the teams. This is going to be a very silent starting game because of this peculiar circle coming in. But SDMZ, they've got some company over here. In the split situation, the entire squad is not in Milta.
Yeah.
One of them is so far away. And I think this is just because of the distance of the flight path for the city of Milta. So they've taken up a split drop over here. Let's see how they're going to pace the game. Are they going to go in for some early collisions? What do you think?
That's going to be a good option, Trooper. But look at that, Xyrox. Now, if he has an AKM on the other side, Sam, he's inside that warehouse. Xyrox already compromised his position. Sam spots him out just because of that TPB angle. Eco is there so that he can take him off. Xyrox on the other side just want to lure out his enemy. And Eco, look at that. From a different angle, he's flanking in towards the warehouse as well as the orange compounds. But one thing, and that is going to be the important part, and that is it's a 1v2 in favor of Bear. They don't know, they doesn't know where the player is. Now they know, because Sam already compromised his position. Now just gonna knock out Xyrox, just gonna confirm his kill. Bear lost one and in very early stage.
Well, they did. Well, they did. The first blood has been taken already. SDMZ Sam picks up that for his team. Bear.
And the backup.
The Bear has been cornered here. We've talked a lot about a Lion getting cornered, but the Bear cornered. He's got a Thompson to deal with. Let's see a Psycho just evades beautifully. Cheeky move, but get the shot on the jump shot over here from Eco, but barely somehow gets away from the situation. Psycho, he's under a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure. Where are the teammates? Where are the teammates? You need to commit yourself now. Psycho needs your help. Sam, you gotta commit yourself. Psycho, why have you committed yourself? You could have held on to the back lines, but luckily he was playing the bait for Fool. Goes down on the knock, but Fool finishes the job. Gets the second Bear down.
I think so. Beer just now they're gonna play with that one player because you saying on the distance he also got knocked out, and this is not a good thing for Beer because they already dropped down to 13th position in the overall ranking. And look at that, Eddie just gonna confirm the kill. Beer just dropped down to only one lad, pretty far away from the pack, and he's the lone survivor. We still have 16 teams left, but 59 players in the lobby. The first zone is closing in, but now SDMC secured 3 kills, as well as they have good loot.
Well, they really have a good loot. 3 kills already for them. They're just designing the perfect sort of comeback for themselves, right?
Yeah.
Just entering that 100-point mark. With these 3 kills, they're already on to 110. We know that the mark has been set at the start of this game at 133.
Yeah, now it's increased. Not that much, but still.
Okay, 3 points more, 136.
That's right.
A big game for SDMZ can just turn the tides in their favor and get them as favorites for the slot as well. And this is what we've been talking all day for SDMZ, right?
Oh, love.
This is how
You should not drive your vehicle. Now it's got stuck. And he's thinking, it's a good thing.
But a teammate's vehicle can help, right?
For sure. You need a little bit of push.
But this is how you should not park in real life as well.
It's not okay.
It
is possible.
can be very expensive.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh no, Armin, he's so far away. He's present towards a military base. Bridge.
Well, let's see how he's going to deal with this. Opex onto the ridges. We've got SDMG in front of them. And the split situation, we already saw SDMG hurt Bear, right?
Yeah. One player left, that's it.
Yes. And he's just making his way towards that military island with Opex around the corner. It's going to be very difficult. And Toxin is just holding the backlines for his team. The rest of the players have already headed towards. But we've got DENO falling down in front of Struggle Clan already. So this was the contest that we were expecting. DENO rotating from the Giorgio Pool Hospital area, finding Struggle Clan who looted up Pochinki, and towards that north wedge of the circle, this collision happening, and now they're getting hurt.
But now, all the 4 players of SDMC present towards the blue and the pink compound, the triple story and the trouble story with the terrace. Sam, this man is so good because he has so good individual skill. But look at that. Oh, Apes is moving from the same area, but Sam got punished from the sidelines. Opex just utilized this position perfectly, but not that perfectly because they haven't found a single knock yet. But Brian on very low HP, Fool out in an open area using his AMP, and again Apes just gonna live up another day because they just escaped this situation perfectly. But Trooper, his position has been compromised. Now, this area of the circle, it is going to be crazy for now. Why? Because it is inside the zone, and we all know that yesterday we witnessed a lot of crazy circles.
Well, we did. SDMG Fool in front of us, designing that comeback. 3 kills already for him. Opex right in front of them, and then they deployed the players back to this fight. They were crossing the bridge, but they said, okay, we'll go for the bridge later. We've got a team over here, so let's fight. And we've got the 4 players and a Godzilla on the ridges, and with one of them on the flank position towards the patrol station.
It's like silence for now. It's more like a courtroom,
Just waiting for that opportunity. Let's see who's
Yeah.
going to create that opening.
Yeah. You know what? Toxin fired a lot of shots onto Sam. He dished out a lot of damage onto Sam, but after that huge amount of damage, he couldn't be able to knock him out. If it would have done that, then it might possible they're just gonna rush towards that compound. It could have taken down the whole team, but no, that's not the case. Again, it's only in my imagination.
Oh, with the Mozart. He's composing something else over there. He takes down DOK. And if DOK gets eliminated at this point, it's going to be a real setback for Equinox. Look at where Mozart is. They dropped in on this island, remember?
Yeah.
And we've got so much situation developing on the bridge. And he's confirmed him. And look at the split situation for Equinox right now. Airline, Archer, so far away. And DOK, he just had no player as near to him for that help. But there's a situation developing on the bridge as well. Because there are the Astra Academy over there as well. But Opex realizing there's no point wasting time on these ridges over here. Because the circle might just move towards Milta. So why not we move quickly towards Milta? And that is exactly what they're executing over there. And this is NRC versus Astra Academy happening on the military bridge. Have NRC blocked the bridge over there for some kills?
I think so, that's the case, but right now they are securing some kills on the other side. Look at that, Opex just repositioned themselves present towards the Milta. Now, one thing and just that is going to play an important role, and that is that one single player from Beer, he is just holding that bridge. He's basically just doing the bridge camp for some teams. And look at that, Hazeen versus Astra Academy. This is going to be incredible. They secured one kill, Trooper. NRC looking out for some more. Already spotted down the other three players of Astra.
They're going back towards the blue. They're not going to go take this bridge over here. They've lost a player already. They don't want more casualties on them. Pressure being created by NRC. Really nice to see that.
But Astra Academy, as I just mentioned, they're just heading towards Nova Ripnoi Bridge. Now they're gonna face Equinox and NAIKON at the same time, because they are present on the Nova Ripnoi side, Trooper. Wow, this is so good. Circle is certainly so good, but Infinity versus Struggle. Infinity, the 4 players alive, so the same thing for Struggle. Secured one in their back. Kenza spotted down one player, and Leo, his position now also being compromised.
Well, this is Infinity eSports already in this fight. We know how important this game for Infinity eSports is, right? They've set up the pace and the momentum in their favor already as the day has progressed ahead. But now, they're still not featuring on the top page of the overall standings. And just one team is going to be the team that is going to go through for the PMPL. But look at that, NRC hurting Astra Academy once again, or what? But now they are also hurting Pain. Okay. So Miracle goes down this time. Good sees to Pablo's shot on the vehicle over there. NRC, they're looking a completely different team. Dominating, right? Really good
got
signs.
chance, right?
Yeah, really good signs for Sri Lankan gaming out there.
Oh, I spotted one car moving from the backside. His name is not visible. The car was.
Okay, so that was a rotation coming in from the back lines over there. But this is Infinity eSports there, and the pressure. White losing substantial HP over there on the shots that are being taken by Arclu on him. So the Struggle have pinned down Infinity just outside the shelter area in these compounds. It's going to be very important. Leo, let's see what he's going to pull off. This is for the control of the ridges right now.
Yeah. But the circle is also closing in.
Very important, yes. At this point, and shots being taken. Look at that. Players falling down. White is down now. And that is the flying position coming into the equation. And now they're trying to shelter farm, build the circle, and the charge coming in. Denied by Sanchez, and they're facing substantial damage. For a moment, Sanchez looked to jump and capitalize on the damage that he's already given. But he realized that the shots were coming in from the far side, and there was still a player for the flank. So he realized that the stairways could have been a better option to access the player who's just closed in, and that is exactly what they're doing, and take down Arclu as well.
No, this is not the case. This is not a good situation for Struggle. They lost Kenza. Arclu got knocked out. All the 3 players are still surviving. In fact, all the 4 players for Infinity eSports now. This is not looking good for them. Look at that. Now the other 2 players from Infinity eSports, they're just charging in towards Dexter, and he is in a very, very, very difficult spot. But look at that. Another team present on the back line.
this is just amazing use of the IGL, right, of the information. Sanchez jumped over there, shots came in from the far side. He realized there was a player in the flank position, and White was knocked down by Sari a little while earlier, so they knew there is a player on the other direction as well. And the two of them closed in. We have got both them down. So let's pin this player inside the Archer Tower, who is in a man disadvantage situation. Amazing, just being played over here by the team. This is Infinity Esports, who were not doing substantially good on the first 2 days. They were just testing the waters for too long. But now, the momentum is converting for them, and this is a big gun. They know how to convert matches in their favor. We've got the likes of Leos in the team, right? We know what he can do. His previous team is one of the best teams of the entire game, I would say. One of the best teams. I absolutely love that team. And he's got the experience of playing with them and shining among those stars over there. Yes, exactly, on big stages. And now, with the abilities of Sanchez and White, I was expecting them to deliver more. But now, they are.
They certainly are. And you know what? It not all comes down to that gunplay. It's just like a smart play. And they did the same thing.
They're just building up this momentum for themselves. Very, very important. Ooh, but NRC, what are they doing? Takes down Rogue with those shots. NRC, they're looking just unstoppable in this game. Whoever they're finding, they're hurting. First Astra Academy. But Astra Academy, we took their name and they're falling down yet again. This is Bay giving them some bad time. On the bridge, this first they got problems on the military bridge. They went down towards Novo. Now they're being challenged here. But they have been eliminated. Okay, they've been eliminated. Luckily, at Astra Academy will now get 2 players to the main island. So clearly, their drop towards military is not a very good idea. You stay on the main. Because you've lost 2 players already in the process of trying to go towards main island.
And you know what? Victor Gaming right now stepping up, takes down 1 player.
They were listening to us. They were absent during the mid-game.
Yes! It worked out, Trooper. Now I'm happy. Now I can die peacefully, for sure.
At least my analysis are being heard somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Same here. And my peaches, too. But okay. Now, if we talk about the situation Astra Academy in, they are outside the circle, only 2 players surviving. Savage eSport, the revival already being executed. And Equinox, he got knocked out from the blue. Oh my god, and NAIKON, Mozart, he got punished hard by Hunter.
Well, he did, and let's see how Victor Gaming are going to deal with this. They're taking fights from the mid-range, but we've got Savage Esports who are looking really good. Equinox under pressure as well. Let's see how inside the Lumberyard area these teams are going to deal with each other. This is going to be a pivotal fight inside the entire tournament. Savage, they're looking good to gain momentum. Victor Gaming are looking to make a comeback for them. A very important fight for them. But Opex are also visible inside the backdrop, and Seal9 inside the kill creep hurting pain right now. There's a big cluster towards the southern high grounds over here, just outside the city of Milta, and there's this big slope on which these fights are being executed. And now we've got RGC Opex in the situation where they're pushing onto a team with Apes nearby. Let's see what they're going to do, because NRC is also going down. Look at that. Multiple fights with the 4th circle has just started closing in, so a lot of rotation is being executed very early on the 4th circle. And look at that, MAKPEN Robo with an M24, but switches to the 3x on the M4 to hurt Sanchez. Sneaks is knocked down over there. Sanchez takes the damage but moves to the next compound for the revive. Do they have all the 4 player standings? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. White is still there inside the Archer Tower. Out inside the circle, yes they are.
They are, yes they are, and that's a good thing. But now look at the position of Equinox. 3 players in fact, pretty far away from each other. 2 players sticking together, and right now Airline just leading the charge, moving from the eastern side of the circle. Astra Academy, he needs a revival, and Yap Anka just getting 1.
Not this position for MAKPEN. The compound they're holding. Look at in the directions they're looking. Everyone just monitoring the areas around the circle, because they're on a slope. They've got a lot of area that they can shoot at. It's going to be very crucial. Look at that. Exactly. Hurting Infinity, hurting SDMZ and MAKPEN. They can certainly change the momentum in their favor as well. They're looking good. Even Astra Academy hurting Equinox, just denying them entrance inside the zone over here. And SDMZ have closed it on Infinity Esports. Wow.
Oh no. Oh no, that 1 grenade just bounced back and haven't dished out a single damage. But Eddie, he's inside that 1 compound, outside the 1 compound, cooking up 1 grenade, sneaks on present towards the staircase, and he will go down by that 1 grenade. This is the opening. SDMZ is just going to charge in towards the compound, but Sanchez is providing a lot of damage. And yep, lot of comes to
Oh,
his
gets
team.
caught on the reload. Sanchir, you big player making this
Small
basic mistake over here. But now Leo's got to play the waiting game. He realizes that he's lost multiple teammates over here. And if they want to continue their good run, they got to regroup. White has been picked off as well. Leo is the last player standing. And MAKPEN Momo gets picked off over here. They had a really good position to play with. But they would just be hoping that they don't face a slam in. But SDMZ kudos to them. They have stolen the fortress of Infinity Esports. That's not an easy team to deal with. But now DENO Salty just trying to run out in the open. The run is going to get denied. More kills for SDMZ. 3 players standing. They've got 6 already. They're designing a comeback for themselves. They've got still 4 more matches remaining tomorrow, and SDMG is slowly and steadily coming inside the race for the top-notch position over here. And Struggle, they go down. DENO, they go down. But Victor Gaming and Savage Esports still fighting in the Lampada area. With the next shift of the circle, it's going to be very important how they're going to pace it.
Yeah, let's see how they're going to pace it. But right now, after securing that compound, SDMZ, after securing that one compound, now the zone just moved away. They have to move inside the circle. Infinity Esports, Leo, his position already been compromised just because of his rotation from with that buggy. But right now, he's 112 meters far away from the safe zone. But Trooper, look at that. Team Apes fighting against the blue. Only one single player survived from the side of Team Apes. So has Pace, so has Equinox, so has Infinity Esports. This is not looking good for these certain teams.
Well, it is not, but SDMZ with this next shift to the circle, finding them outside. Leo just trying to return the favor. Eddie goes down, but he makes it inside the kitchen over there. Let's see what's going to happen. And the close-in comes in from Pool. He's taking up a big responsibility against a big player, and he's not going to convert it. Leo is just too good to control the situation at the push. And now Sam realizes that he needs to get away and play the waiting game and the survival game, and that is exactly what he's going to do. But Infinity Esports, whoa, Leo, what domination coming in over here.
Yeah, what type of domination coming from the side of Leo. Already take the revenge of his teammates. Now it's a 1v1 situation. But Berlin with his Uzi punished Anka and Astra Academy. They were playing with the 2-man lineup. Now they just dropped down only one. Secured 6 kills. Hype on the other side. Punished Berlin so hard. Warzone just retaliated back. Takedown hives and a lot of fights happening in this circle. This is the 4th zone trooper. But right now we can see we still have 11 teams. Still 9. All the 4 players alive. Opex. All the 4 players alive. But the kill department is still only 2 and 1. But Astra Academy, they have 6, but still just dropped down to only 1. But now SDMC, that one lad got pincered down behind that one tree, and that's going to be Sam.
Wow, that's the end for SDMG's run today. They've done a pretty decent job already. Okay, he's still remaining over there.
He's got pinched down.
I thought he got pinned down, eliminated over there, just surviving somehow. Leo, this 1v1. Let's see. He's just jumping around, trying to spot the pixels over here. On the other side, we've got Apes picking on the lads of Astra Academy. But Victor Gaming, with still 3 players, they've got one of the lads knocked out over there, but they're still inside the equation. Top 11 teams, they've not picked up a fight inside the middle game over here. Warzone with extra teammates. But MAKPEN, they're facing damage. Eventually, Leo goes down to the shots coming in from unknown. Oh, what a nade! Elimination, smoking down Astra Academy out of the lobby. That is Victor Gaming.
Damage perfectly. Grenade being tossed it from the side of damage. But look at that! There's one lad so close to the logs. But right now, Opex versus MAKPEN. And Opex just going to eliminate MAKPEN from the lobby. I was thinking about it. They're going to secure some more kills. They're going to finish at the top 5. But no, Opex is the reason behind their elimination.
And MAKPEN go down over there. And Opex add on some points for themselves. The problem is they've got a duo to play this game now. We're down to the top 8 teams. And Equinox just making that power of rotation, and Apes is not ready to give away his position. Look at that, the survival game. This is how precious some placement points are, and Apes have been struggling to get them, right? Yeah. I remember after 10 matches, they got just 9 placement points, and I don't think they've done a significantly good job in Sanhok as well. So they're still struggling in the placement department, and that is why you see him showing that trigger discipline down there. But this is now C-Line once again featuring inside the final circles over here. SDMG Sam, he's still doing some good work for his team. He's just picked up one more kill, but now Pinores goes down to Savage Esports and Warzone to the same nade. Savage eSports are taking a good toll on Victor Gaming, and even Berlin goes down with a follow-up nade. Victor Gaming falling down in front of Savage eSports. And have they been eliminated?
Yes.
Have they been eliminated? Yes, they have! With just 3 kills, Victor Gaming fall down yet again. And Savage eSports, they're on a run. What are they doing with those nades and utilities? Amazing usage. Even in Sanhok, they were so beautiful. And once again, they shut down Victor Gaming in this game. And this time, they did not even take an early fight.
Yeah.
Inside the final circle, somewhere where they were blooming when they had players, they fall down yet again. So this is the pressure.
Equinox on the other side that finds their airline. He got picked off, but Pain Gaming Demo pinched down the players of C-Line. 2 players got knocked out. Another player is closing the distance. Pain Gaming Demo gonna knock him down. It's just all comes down to that one single lad. C-Line already secured 3 points. Those 3 kill points were Demo just going to lob in 1 grenade towards the side of those knockout player, and he haven't secured a single kill, but secured 2 instantly.
Well, Amra is also going to bleed out soon. And Harsha is going to get that kill. So Demo claims 2 kills out of here, and those are the only 2 kills for Pain Gaming. That's it. And he's already lost 2 teammates. And oh, look at this, Ligro. Let's see if he's going to find out a helmet on the receiving end of that M24 shot. But Hypes, he turns the struggle down for Apes as well. But a good run for them, made it to the 5th spot over here. But now we're down to the top 4 teams. Pain is here, Savage eSports are here. They're chasing down C-Line, who are also here inside the final circle. I believe it's Inky who's just remaining over there. Let's see how long he's going to survive. 3 solo players against an entire squad. This can just be the perfect ending for Savage eSports.
They just don't want to lose it, but right now RGC Opex, he's still there. Final player surviving from the side of RGC Opex, but look at that, his vest is 99% damage, pretty close to the players of Savage. Just gonna cook 1 smoke so that he can make an extra cover. 30 meters is the distance he has to close in. Inside the safe zone, Demo inside that watchtower. 1 player, C-Line, Enki, as just mentioned, he's just going to survive for a little bit more long because he's still safe. The zone's is closing in. The 7th zone is closing in. It's going to dish out a lot of damage. Savage, all the 4 players alive, unknown, is popping out some more smokes. Look at that, 2 players inside 2 different watchtowers. Demo already started receiving some damage from the blue zone. A lot of damage, in fact.
Well, he is. How are they going to deal with this? Savage eSports, they're just looking for this chicken, and they're the favorites right now. But 3 players, and out of his Demo is just doing that heal battle just outside. I think it's going to be a very difficult run for him. Let's see what he's going to do. But Hershey, they're playing it smart, right? They're just not committing everything. And unknown, whoa, yet another utility kill for Savage eSports. Wow.
And that was Hershey. He was so good in the Miramar map, and Demo, he will go down from the blue. It just all comes down to these 2 teams. But C-Line, they secured 10 placement points from this match, and in fact 3 kills points. Inky knocked out 1, looking out for another, got 2, but he's just going to apply that first aid kit. 1 grenade being tossed in inside that 1, and he will go down for sure.
Play zone, yes. So he just denied his kill over there, maybe. And Savage eSports, a chicken dinner in the last and final Erangel for them, and where they're going to land up on #2. So C-Line get to keep their throne even at the end of day 3, and they're going to step in inside the final day of the regional finale for the South Asia Wildcard region as the #1 team on the overall list, and they just got to keep that. They've just maintained that #1 today. Can they do it tomorrow is going to be the big question.
The biggest question for them and as well as for their fans. But look at that, Savage does just out 866 damage. That's it, Trooper, and secured 8 kills out of it.
Well, 8 kills. A decent game, and they took down the entire team of Victor Gaming, yes, and 3 kills inside the final circle. So they're just picking up fights beautifully for themselves. And now it's time to have a look at the MVP of the game.
We have Sam from the side of SDMZ. Look at that, 4 kills, 642 damage, 2 assists, and only 89 healing done.
Well, he was not getting spotted, right? And he survived for such a long time.
Such
for
a
his
long
team.
time.
Got some important placement points as well for SDMZ. We got to find out where they are standing on the overall rankings as well, because they're adding substantial numbers match after match, and which is a very important thing. Let's see who are the top players other than Sam in this game who really performed well. It was Unknown, Refuse, Salty, and Valeska also featuring from MAKPEN over here. He's the new addition to the team. We've not seen a lot of him during the semi-finals stage as well, but suddenly they want to change and make changes to the roster and find some different results. Valeska delivering inside the top 5. 501 damage with 2 kills. Really nice to see a young lad getting that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that. But you know what? The important part is every single team, they are just playing for this grand finals. Only 4 matches left, Trooper.
Yes, and now it's time to have a look at some more stats over here. We've got the match summary for you, and Sam featuring here from SDMZ alone. But look at that, every single player is alone from his team over here. Legro with the maximum assist, and most utilities use his spells. I was expecting someone from Savage eSports over here.
Yeah, because you know what? They literally eliminated one team by just lobbing some grenades. In fact, those were 4 grenades.
They got 1 inside the final circle as well.
Yeah.
They were using up smokes as well, but somehow 10 are the most utilities used in this game. So it was a very high, fast-paced game. In the mid-game, witnessed a lot of fight, and thankfully Victor Gaming did not participate in those, but could not carry the momentum inside the final circle. So the pressure playing its toll on them. It's now time to look at the match ranking for this game, where Savage eSports have added up 23 points for them inside the campaign of the regional finale PMCO South Asia Wildcards in this last and final game of day number 3, and Seal9 still managing to get 15. So they're just applying more and more pressure with every passing game. Even in the last game, they got 13. So 28 points in just the last 2 matches. They've been consistent throughout the day, and that was the key for them. That was the challenge for them, to end up inside the top 5 every time, to reach the final circles every time, and they've been successfully delivering it. Opex got a good game over here. Pain Gaming and SDMZ continuing the run, but Apes, thankfully, they've got 6 placement points.
Yeah, and that is the best part. There was only one player surviving from the side of Apes, and he secured a lot of placement points out of this match. But Astra Academy on 7. Look at that, 7 total points.
Well, yes, 7 total points for them, and out of it, 6 kills for them. So Astra Academy, they were looking just so worried, trying to get those players from the military island to the main, and finding challenges on either bridges over here. So it was a difficult situation for them, but now it's time to have a look at the page number 2 as well, where Infinity eSports, who were looking so good, so dominating, but only managing to get 5 points out of this game. And this is the performance after the chicken dinner in Sanhok, that dominating performance in Sanhok, where they almost dished out 2700 damage, right? So they're clearly not carrying the momentum in big numbers. They really got to focus on how they're going to get big chicken dinners tomorrow, because that is the only key for them to go to the PMPL 4.
Yeah, but you know what? After this match rankings, we're going to look at the Oppo F19 Pro movements, and just let's refresh our memories. And this was the fight in which SDMC started their journey, start collecting some kills. And Infinity eSports, they won this fight against the team Struggle, and some smart moves being displayed from the side of Infinity eSports. But after that, when they were holding those 2 compounds, SDMC came in, literally pinned it down, literally eliminated 2 players and forced Leo to fall back.
Well, they certainly did force him to fall back over here, and now this was the moment where SDMG, they were picking on players, and Seal9 was just trying to get some points for themselves. And look at this. This was Leo's moment, right? His brilliance being showcased so beautifully out here in this. And these are the Oppo F19 Pro moments. So key highlights from the game over here. And one more nade, and that was Victor Gaming this time, right? Onto Astra Academy, but not far from this point, they were also shut down by the nades of Savage eSports. They've been really savage, right?
Yeah.
They hurt Victor Gaming today, they hurt the Apes today in Sanhok, and so many decent performances coming in from Victor, from the likes of Savage eSports over here. And now it's time to have a look at the damage report, the damage graph of the match, and look at these. So many teams getting those skyscrapers. Most of the time, these skyscrapers are sort of concentrated towards the left-hand side of the screen, right? But this time, we saw so many teams going for early fights, mid-game fights. They dished out a lot of damage, but could not carry their teams towards the final circles.
You know, that just only comes down to at which position you are. In Infinities, we look at that. 1364, 46. In fact, damage dished out by this one team secured only 4 kills.
Well, yes. And SDMZ with 1471, the highest damage dished out from the game over here. So, a decent game over here, and you can see the sense of urgency is coming into the lads. And why is that? Because only one team is going to go through from the region to the PMPL Season 4. And this is how the overall standings look at the end of the day number 3. 4 more matches remaining, and Seal Line have got a 10-point cushion entering inside the final day. And Savage eSports and Equinox are chasing them down, giving them a really hard time. Even SDMZ are architecturing themselves a beautiful dream. Can they defeat or pull down Seal Line is going to be something to watch out for tomorrow.
You know what? That is going to be the center of attraction for tomorrow, Trooper. But Pain Gaming, if they're going to secure 2 chicken dinners tomorrow in a row, then the chances are quite high that they are going to secure first or the second position in the overall ranking. Because look at that. 113 points without securing a single.
And Victor Gaming, they would be really disappointed. Just one big chicken dinner that they got today, but other than that, Erangel, they really did not outshine other teams. And now it's time to have a look at the second page. Apes are really doing well now, considering the fact that they were not doing that good at the early half. But now they are just moving in the right direction with 77 points. It's going to be a very important day for them tomorrow. Let's see how they're going to use up those opportunities. But MAKPEN also moving to 62. All these teams really need back-to-back wonderful performances to make an impact on the first page of the overall standing. Let's see how they're going to do.
But you know what? Look at that. RGC, DENO and Astra Academy, both the teams have same amount of total points. 44th leg. It's an even competition between these two teams. But RGC, DENO secured 1 chicken dinner on the 15th.
They did got a chicken dinner today, right? It was a great show coming in from them. But yes, DENO, they get a lot of support from the region of Maldives, yes. And now they got a chicken dinner showcase against their name. But it was really a uphill roller coaster ride for them. The chicken dinner was the high. Apart from them, they have been really struggling a lot. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. But the kill leaders are here in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. After the day number 3, DOK just leading the table with 29. But his team is still inside the top 3, but not on the podium, because Inky is doing a really good job for his team with 29 kills, 5,216 damage. That's a really good number to command. But his teammates are also supporting him really well. DOK needs that kind of a support from the teammate, and they're doing really decent job. They are the contenders. Let's see if they're going to convert it tomorrow.
You know what? Pain Gaming, out of those 3 players, 2 players got featured in the kill leaders. That's the best part, because we can see their performance, their kill department is looking so strong, as well as they are on the 4th or maybe on the 5th position in the overall ranking. So yep, the chances are quite high again. It all comes down to the final 4 matches.
Well, yes, then 4 matches are going to be very, very important for all the teams. Let's see what they are going to do over there. It's going to be very, very important, as we have been saying it again and again and again, that only 1 team is going to go ahead. And for now, it looks like the 10-point cushion is looking good for this team. Look at Sanhok, Inky, Camera over there, and the kind of performances they are dishing out. Look at Inky's. His kill per match is 2.42, and he's getting beautifully supported by Sanhok over there. He's already got 15 kills in 12 matches, and really, he's the standout player for him, this team, right? Inky, amazing player.
Amazing player. And you know what? Maintaining that 2.42 kpm is not that easy task, Trooper. You know, we usually witness 1.75, 1.68, 1.9, but 2.42, it's pretty close to 2.50.
Definitely 2.5. And in which tournament? The PUBG Mobile South Asia Wildcard regional finale, and it is the place where you're outshining once again, where just one and only one slot is available for the PMPL Season 4. The competition is sky high, and all these teams are on the slope where they cannot afford to do any more mistakes.
No more mistakes. And you know what? That's going to be the most important part. But we still have 4 matches left, ladies and gentlemen. for tomorrow.
So make sure to join us tomorrow. And before ending the show, a big shout out to our official media partners, Nemo TV. And once again, thank you Oppo F19 Pro for just giving us these amazing matches and the competitions that we witnessed. This is just so amazing to cast these matches as well. So shout out to Nemo TV as well as Oppo F19 Pro here. Thank you so much, and you guys make sure to tune in tomorrow for those amazing 4 matches. We are going to know which is going to be the team who is going to move ahead from the South Asia Wildcard regions to the PMPL Season 4.